Come on in. Let everybody get the word out. It's the after party with your girl C. It's the after party with your girl Me. It's the after party with your guy D. It's the after party with your guy B. Hey, y'all, what's going on? Listen. Hey, Bonafides and YouTube otherwise. It's me, Cemented, and I'm back. I'm back with another video. And if you're in here, honey, you're good to go. It's the after party, honey. It's a new deal. It's a new day over here, honey. Yeah, so listen, this is what we're doing every week. We are going to do our regular review and let me get my thoughts out. And of course, you will be welcome to come into that live and talk and do whatever. We're going to try to keep that to 30, 35 minutes. Then we're going to cut it. I'm going to place my ads in that video. And we're going to come over here and do this after party, okay? Get into it. Baby, you better save this thing. Hold on. I'm over here placing my ads, okay? Oh, it's still acting stupid. I'm going to have to come back. So anyway, and then we're going to come over here and we're going to get it in. What's going on? Okay, y'all here? Okay, hold on. Let me get my invitation together. We can talk about all things Potomac from this week's episode. Of course, we can talk about other stuff we've seen here and there. But what I am not about to do is go hardcore about that dang fight. No, indeed, that we have talked that fight out. Honestly, the show, in my opinion, needs to let that fight go. And let's start talking about some other stuff. It is played out to me, okay? Listen, if you want to join in and talk and come on screen with me, please come on with your avatar. Like, this is what I look like in case we have any new people. Please hit the subscribe button, okay? This is what I look like when I'm holed out. I'm holed out today, okay? But you can come here if you don't want your face to be shown and stuff like that. You can come right here with your avatar and speak to me. So that is the link that I just put. Join me. Hit that link and you can come in and select whatever picture you want to select, and we'll go from there. So overall, I give this episode a because it did keep. I watched it 3 times for one. Okay. And I do think that they touched on some critical, like, story moving ideals, actions, occurrences. I do think that. I also think that they did a really good job with piecing it together for this episode. Okay, it didn't seem choppy. All right. Hey, Andrew, you're online with Cemented and the Bonafides talking about Potomac. Episode 11 or 12, something like that. Season 5. What's up, man?
What's good?
Ooh, I like that sound. It's good. It's all good.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about something that I caught yesterday. I'm not sure if everybody else caught it.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Hey, me, this is you're on with Minta and the Bonafides. We're talking all things Potomac. What's going on, girl?
Hey,
Hey, what's going on? Okay,
nothing.
okay. Well, welcome. Andrew was just about to start in. Go ahead, Andrew.
Okay. So you know how on Bravo before they aired the episode, they showed the episode from the week before. Chelsea.
Yes, I'm sorry, I had it
Oh,
muted.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So so you know how before they showed a new episode, they showed the episode from the week before. So I was out running errands or whatever, and when I got home, it was like 5 or 6 minutes before the episode was supposed to come on. So I turned the TV on, and I'm like, okay, I'll just wait these little 5 or 6 minutes out. So
Mhm.
as I was watching it on TV, they had, when they show the episode from the week before, they show like a editor's version or a behind the scenes version, and usually they'll have tweets in or editor's notes about what the women were thinking in their last episode. But they also
Oh,
have more
yeah.
foot. They also have more footage, and so yesterday when I was watching it before the episode came on, they showed Monique talking to the pastor, and the pastor told Monique, "You was homeless when I met you. You was
Ooh,
homeless
ooh,
when you first met Chris. You was living out of your pickup truck when you
ooh,
first
ooh.
met Chris. So you had to fight and prove yourself." And that's why
Mhm.
Monique was sitting at the table crying.
Oh my gosh, she was homeless.
She was homeless living out of a pickup truck, is what the pastor
Before,
said.
What? Child.
Yes, if you
before
have
she
the
met
Bravo.
him.
Hmm.
Before she met Chris.
Before she met Chris. And her friend Gigi went and did a live about a month ago, and she said that too, that Monique was homeless when she met Chris, that Monique was the side chick. Chris had another girlfriend, and he had Monique on his payroll.
Yeah, you told me that last week. Wow.
So is that why she, whenever time he want a child, that is just she just gives in because she was the side chick or something? I mean, cause like she said herself she didn't want the last baby. Like
Mm.
she only wanted one child, and she she is unhappy with. I mean, I get that I know that she love her kids and stuff, but I'm getting that she's overwhelmed because she got all these kids, and really Chris ain't no. I mean, I wouldn't say he's not no help, but I mean, you know what I'm saying. He's like, yo, I'm doing something, you know.
Yeah, it was interesting to me that they aired that they didn't air it with the original episode, that they did it on the editor's version.
Yeah, probably she probably asked for it not to be. If you get the information, you get it. If you don't, then you got to hear about it like we are. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to be talking about that neither
But how could you shade somebody for not taking a honeymoon when you was actually living out of your car before you met the man that you married to?
because they talking shit.
At that point, Candace had not been talking shit to her.
When she said about the honeymoon, yes, they have been going back and forth already.
She's at the honeymoon on the second episode.
Yeah, it was in the second episode when they was at that dinner.
Yeah, she was shading her and not taking her honeymoon.
When
Mm.
she sat up there and let Giselle got in her ear before the dinner got
Hmm.
started, and then she was doing all that drinking, and then she was like, "Oh, some, girl, have you taken a honeymoon yet?" And then that's when she said, "And is you still using condoms?"
But yeah, so
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
not like Wendy Mama.
I don't like Wendy's mama either. But hold on. Yeah. So okay, busy. Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna ask you if you didn't took your honeymoon, even though I didn't live out my car because it's out here that you were talking about me and my man and that I was screwing on him. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that honeymoon. I don't understand.
Chelsea, when did she say that? When did she
I don't
say
know.
that?
I don't know what y'all be doing. What y'all be watching. If they came into the season of her feeling some kind of way about Sharice and Candiace, the relationship and the rumor. So if on the second episode I'm asking you about I'm shading you about not taking no daggone honeymoon. Well, that's why. Don't be
Because what?
about my man and me and acting like you my friend and then think I'm not gonna take a dig when I want to. Oh no.
Chelsea,
But
Chelsea, please
that's
tell
kind of
me.
backwards though,
Me
because
too.
Monique
I
said
think
no.
I'm going at it
I
before this
understand.
started.
I understand what you're saying, and yes, that is true. But at this token, Monique said on her own IG live, she said, she didn't want to mention any. She didn't want the rumor to get out, and so if you didn't want the rumor to get out, that means then you should sit your feelings aside. Because every like me and Andrew keep saying, every time I see Robin Giselle or Candace, it's gonna be a problem, but she didn't mention the rumor. She didn't mention that Candace had anything to do with it. So now it's making people look at her sideways, even though there's a backstory. You know what I'm saying? It looks sideways to
I ain't
people.
looking at her sideways.
So when have we heard
I'm just going
Candace?
off of what Monique said, that she didn't bring it to the show because it was nasty
She
and
didn't.
she didn't want to
Monique didn't
repeat it.
have to bring the rumor to the show. Giselle bought a watered down version of the rumor
Mm.
to the show, right? So, but the thing is, what has Candace said about Monique and her man? Candace has said nothing. So the
On
original,
camera. But she was with Sharice keeping up the rumor and Giselle and them in the
she
street.
invited Sharice to her party. Her party. It wasn't Monique's party.
I have heard Monique say that
Mhm.
she knew that she had heard that Candice was part of the rumor mill before the season started.
Okay, Chelsea. The rumor was 2 years ago. Giselle was going to bring to the show. The original rumor was that in season 3, Monique did not have a miscarriage. Monique had an abortion from the trainer, right?
Mhm.
Monique had an abortion from the trainer, and that was going to be the storyline for season 4. Remember, we're getting to see the show a year after it happened. So when season 4 comes around, that was going to be the storyline for season 4. Giselle was going to accuse Monique of not having a miscarriage. You had an abortion because you didn't know if the baby was Chris's or not, if it was Chris's baby or the trainer. Monique threatened to quit the show, and so the producers was like, okay, we're going to have to go at another angle. So they didn't talk about it. Why would
Mhm.
if Giselle was going to bring a rumor like that about me, whether it be true or false, why would I believe anything she has to say about me and Candace? Right? My whole thing is, why are you
Because
so
I'm not just believing Giselle. Excuse me. I'm not just believing Giselle. Other people are telling me Candace running her mouth too. So therefore, I
who
want them
told her that Candace ran her
to.
mouth though?
Anybody could have. Do you think that the only person talking about that was Giselle? No,
Yes.
no. I think Potomac. I think that it probably was getting around Potomac, and she heard it from several different what vehicles. Yes, verbal
Just
vehicles.
Candace is the one who came back and told Monique that Giselle was saying it.
Well, what I gathered, she said Monique said Karen called her
Yeah,
because
Karen told her, but
Candace
she confirmed it. She confirmed it with her. So
Yeah, and then the main person that for saying is kicking around this rumor, which is sh-
Gigi,
well,
it's the ex friend.
right, Gigi,
The
but
ex friend brought it to Sharice. Sharice brought it to Giselle.
okay. So, but now you were running around here with Sharice, and I don't like Sharice. I wants to know when are y'all taking a honeymoon?
but when are you? But you're running around with Giselle.
That's what I'm saying. Like it don't make no sense
It
because she
can't
said the
be.
rumor was 2 years old.
Yeah, it
So
can't
at
be.
that
You
point,
can't hang around with Sharice because she had this rumor about me, but Giselle was bringing it to the show. But you could hang around her. You get what I'm saying?
She's on the
It's
show though. It's different. She's on the show now. I mean, she's on the show, so therefore I have to try to make bedfellows.
not with a rumor like that. Not with a rumor that nasty and that vile. To say that you had an abortion when you had a miscarriage, that's nasty and vile, and that's something we should never. I would never come back from that. Right? Am I tripping?
Mm, mm, no, I mean to each his own on that. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like because some people are so set in trying to keep up, the show and stuff like that, that they will make strange bedfellows. Hey, Busy, you're online with Cementa and the Bonafides. What's up, man? We talking all things Potomac. We know you like
Hey,
them.
Busy.
Hey, Busy. What's
I'm
up?
happy to be here. Y'all, again, I'm going to be live tomorrow with Jolene. Check us out. I'm married to Bravo, but I've been dying to talk about this.
Wait,
And
Busy. Something's going on with your sound.
Oh no. You know what? It's probably because it's coming out of here. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
You see how the girls are doing you. Is this better?
We'll work with it. Where are you saying you're going live?
Now we'll work with it, my God. Hold on 1 second. Oh, my mic. Sorry, my mic.
There you go.
Let me do a test. Hello.
Yeah, that's
better.
Yes. Okay, here we go.
Where are you doing a live at tomorrow? What you talking about?
Jolene, married to Bravo. We just started doing. We used to do Big Brother, but now we do Potomac reviews. We so haphazard. So don't.
I watch them.
We may not even do it.
I watch them.
Wait, Jolene, that's the girl who do all the white folks Real Housewives, right?
Yes, she does. Yes, and
okay.
I go with her because I do the black ones because I don't know nothing that's going on in those white ones. First of all, Andrew, let me tell you something.
Okay.
And it frustrates me that I don't know what you look like, but sometimes I stand you because you give me everything that I need. Because on Sherelle's on the reviews that I saw today, I said, "Thank God he's here. Thank God he's here. Thank God he's here." And so sometimes I'm like, okay, well, never mind. I don't want him to cheer for us at all. Never mind. Hold it down. Never mind. So I'm glad that
Okay, Andrew, you famous.
Say he gets around.
No, Busy is famous.
Oh, no. Andrew be moonlighting on other folks' stuff.
Yeah, I do. I did a live with Sherelle.
Oh my God!
Oh,
wow!
But you know what? I love it because it ain't like he's there bringing popular opinion. Like he's there being devil's advocate.
It's so crazy.
In my opinion,
I feel like I'm so I had called into one of her lives before, and I feel like I'm one of the only people in America that got Candace. I'm just judging the show by what I've seen, and everybody is Team Monique. I don't know if it's because Monique won the fight, but I feel like Monique been on BS this season, and everybody's been attacking me.
I'm not. So Andrew, don't even say that because I'm not Team Monique, but I'm looking at it both ways, and I'm seeing me what?
No, I'm saying like you too. I feel like most of the time I'm speaking from what I see, but I feel like everybody is so Team Monique that they can't see anything that Monique does wrong.
And you know what? I think it's they Team Monique because because of how Candace gets down on social media, which was brought up today on the episode, and I saw that because I follow Monique on Twitter, and she wrote on Twitter last night that the reason why they were attacking her because those were the same people she was attacking 3 years ago. So I think they. I watched another lady's review and she doesn't like Candace because Candace acts one way on the show, but on social media she pops off. But it's kind of like, okay, girl, like now, which one is you? Because you crying this episode, and then you popping off, and then you going
popping off on the show to me.
Yeah, she popping off on the show.
But
Busy, we can't hear you, Busy.
Busy.
We still can't hear you, Busy.
He working on it.
No, we can't hear you.
That was me. That was me. I'm sorry. My bad. I see what you're saying, Mimi, but I can't. But I also need a couple of glasses because the vision's blurry. I think that Candace has always been the same. Now she needs to come up with a line of Kleenex or at least some handkerchiefs because the girl can wrap up a tissue like no other. Because she is emotional. But I also feel like Candace is reckless. She's not a Twitter thug because her mouth is just as nasty. This is what my problem is. and it's just my overall issue. People cannot remove themselves from their hatred of Candace. It's like the polarizing Kenya thing, where Kenya understands, girl, the girls are gonna like me or they're gonna hate me, and I don't care. Like Kenya lives in either you like me or you hate me. But I'm about to be on the show, or if I'm not gonna be on the show, I'm getting prepared to be on the show again. And it has nothing to do with you all. Candace is not in that space, and I stand her. I love her. Within the situation of the fight, though, something is wrong. Something is wrong with the water. I don't know if we all got nickel in it, Andrew, because sometimes I'm listening to these people and it's like, oh yeah, Monique should have beat her up, but she has children, so she shouldn't go to jail.
Yeah,
Girl,
that's
well,
what
she
I
should have
was.
thought about that before she hit me. Why do I have to care about what's going on with you, your children, and your family? And it's beyond me how, yes, Candace has lived a privileged life, and sometimes, sometimes it's like, okay, just give us a little bit more maturity. But also, then I think to
No,
myself,
that's all the time.
I don't want to say it's all the time, but if I'm gonna raise a child, I also have to say to myself, and I was thinking to myself today, I don't know if I won't be Dorothy. Like I think I would buy my child a house and say, look, well, it's gonna be both of ours. But now you got equity, I got equity. So if something happened to me, you still got a little bit something for yourself. And move forward. Now she feel like she got to buy her own house because people have judged this your mama house. You need to get your own.
Exactly.
No, that ain't why she. No, because she came on there talking that mess, and they got with her, and she felt embarrassed.
We must remember that Candace is some kind of friend of Busy. Okay. So
I forgot. Even though he said he couldn't stand her at one point. I remember him saying that.
She was bullied. I feel like she's bullied into trying to buy her own house.
Listen, you a grown woman.
It ain't about her house. It's about her mouth. Okay,
yeah, her mouth is reckless.
Her husband was in her face. We ain't never seen Chris jump on her like that.
So like I said, oh, he looked like he ready to snatch her out that chair, take her home.
But I think that Chris is that person. So I wouldn't date. So now I have a reckless mouth, but you better not touch me. Like that's just.
I'm going to jail.
Listen. But the thing is, at some point, you got to know. Now, yes, people say, "Well, stop using that provoking thing." Yes.
Can somebody please explain to me what Candace said this season?
No explanation needed.
Last season that warranted a fight. She has not said anything.
Last season,
Ashley, yes, I can admit that. But what has she said to Monique that warranted a fight? The whole "what you gonna do, drag me" came by with Monique pregnant. She was in a conversation between Candace and Karen, and she came over there. And Monique, all of the Candace said was go over there, and she said, "Oh, girl, don't play me. I'll still drag you pregnant and all."
What was she insinuating she was playing her about? This is at that barbecue, right?
It's the backyard barbecue that Katie had. Yeah,
this is at Katie's hoedown.
Yeah. Right. I wish Katie was here.
So what was Monique saying that Candace was playing her? Like how?
This is what the problem is.
Candace and
Monique
Ashley was
never
in an argument.
Friend. Yeah, Monique
Candace and Ashley was in the argument, and I believe what Candace said was true. I believe that Monique was using Candace as a stepping stone in order to get in Ashley's good graces. She was arguing with her. The thing is, Ashley's argument with Ashley's and Candace beef had nothing to do with Monique. So involve yourself out of it. If you don't like what Candace is saying, that's fine. But you don't have to be at a point like you just some moral compass. You're not.
And she played this role of, I'm not the one to sit by my friends when they're doing something that's wrong. Monique dragged Candace in public every chance she got. She never took a chance to ever pull her to the side. She's showing Ashley text messages that her and Candace are going through.
We did say that. We did say that.
But wait, and Busy, don't forget.
We did say that.
Don't forget in season 3. Don't forget in season 3 when Candace got on the show, she set Candace up to go against Charisse. And when they
she set her to go against Giselle, but it backfired.
Giselle and Sharice though, because she was like, "Oh, because Sharice asked
Oh,
you,
my God.
did your husband buy the ring?" And if she would have told me that, I would have said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." You know, I would have went in her face and I
Yeah,
would
she
have
didn't
did
know
this.
who she was gonna go after. She tried to coax her to go to Giselle. Unfortunately, Sharice's pathetic ass was the one that got the smoke. Because Jerry had your granny. I'm not talking to. Don't do it. Unfortunately, Monique didn't understand that. You also need to say, don't go after these people because
But
Sharice was ready for the smoke.
Okay, so what
hold on,
we're
wait, real quick. But you remember that Monique tried to throw Candace under the bus. Was like, "Oh yeah, you came on real strong
That's
in that
true. And
car,"
Ashley was
and
like, I
Ashley
feel
was
like
like,
she
"No,
did
no."
exactly what
She
you
did
said to
exactly what
do.
we told her to do. Monique has always thrown
She's a
Candace
flip
under the
flopper.
bus.
She's the flip flop who've always flopped. And something about Monique that I've realized, and what frustrates me, but the girls can't see it. Now, Candace, yes, there's a lot of maturing and things that she may have to learn,
well, that she
and
does need to learn.
that
Now,
she
She
does need
what,
to learn.
She
Chelsea?
definitely needs to.
yeah, yeah.
What you say,
Son,
Chelsea? I didn't hear you.
No, he was saying that she may have to get some maturity. I was like, no, she definitely needs to get some maturity.
Okay.
Like,
and that's up for
as
interpretation.
long as we do that passive with her, she gonna continue with her bullshit. And
And
she
I
no,
don't
gonna,
think
she thinks she's in a pageant because I think it was 20 times this episode where she took. I said, "Baby, listen. Every time you got to talk about this so-called fight, you don't have to cry, honey. Because
no,
maybe she
now she
does.
acting. Now
Maybe
she
she
acting like.
does.
Now she
Busy.
acting like
Hey,
a white woman. She acting like a white woman
Petty
now.
for a white woman. It's just fakeness and it's a dramatics that's not necessary.
But I
Because
don't know if it's that because
well,
I'm
how did you
emotional.
tell Monique that I didn't say nothing? I didn't say nothing to warrant you fighting. Well, girl,
Yep.
a month and a half later, what ain't nothing going on for you to still be crying about that daggone thing.
I think so. So
And
I think that there are
Busy, so
layers.
explain this to me. I know that you and Candace are friends, and y'all went to Howard or whatever. And she
Is
went
that true,
to
Busy?
HBC. She went to HBCU,
Busy,
baby.
is that true?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. He
yeah.
said it
Y'all are
himself.
friends?
Yes,
We're
they're
not friends.
friends, and
We
they
were
went to college.
we are cordial.
together.
We had class together. We went to the same school. We were in
Mhm.
different schools, but we know the same people. So I wouldn't say we're
Okay.
friends.
So he's in
But
the same friend
They're
circle.
acquainted with each
yeah,
other.
we're friends with each
So
other.
busy. Let me ask you this: that Cliff guy, do you know him? That was on the
I,
episode.
I do know Cliff. He's the same as he was there. Yes.
Oh, okay. See, that's your friend. That's your friend. Okay.
He went to Howard too.
I'm gonna say they're acquainted, but I do want to get on.
Okay.
I forgot
So
about
I'm just playing busy. I ain't trying to be like
It's
that.
all right.
So I just want to say this. She went to Howard. That's a HBCU. There's nothing but black people there. Why are you acting like you don't listen? Come on now. Why
Because
are you
we're
acting like
But I don't think that
as
we
an
should
I
make
African
don't
it
care if
American.
your
Black
mama
is
was
not a
privileged.
monolith.
bad
I
is
don't
but
care. I
to
don't
be
care if
black
your mama
doesn't
was privileged. No, the black doesn't mean the. I'm saying you were not sheltered to where you went to a PWI. You went to a black school. I'm sure you
Howard
can.
University.
what
The
does that
Mecca,
mean?
the Howard University. Let's be clear. And I grew up in I actually was raised and grew up in the ghetto and poor. I was shocked when I got to Howard University. Like, first of all, my mom dropped me off and said she would not be back till I graduated, and she kept that promise. But people come up in limousines, Lamborghini. People's parents, Cynthia dropped her daughter off. Like people's parents who they just come up and they have this status, and you're thinking, I'm never gonna make it. So, and she felt at home there. Howard University, just because we're black, doesn't mean that everybody is rough and tough with the Afropuffs. All those
I
hoes
wasn't saying it
they
though.
will
I'm
all
saying
call the
though.
police on
I'm
you
sure
because that's what it
she's
was.
been in the fight before.
I don't think so. I think she had to battle with words because
Listen,
what you won't do is put your hands on me. I have an attorney on retainer, and I'm gonna.
Candace has gotten into a physical altercation before. I do believe that. I believe that she is very much embarrassed, and I don't want to talk about no more at this fight no more after this. I think she's just very embarrassed. What we're seeing is before we actually get to see it right now, and she's anticipating people about to look at it, talk about it, and say she got effed up, and she's very prideful and very,
egotistic.
Egotistic, yeah.
No.
Yes.
I don't
And
think
the ego
No.
thing is from her mama because she was ramped up because her mama was there and she thought her mama was gonna have her back. But
I don't think it's that. I think we have to be fair. If if we want to give the girl the she's a child, she's sheltered, she don't know, then we also have to give her those characteristics. If she is someone who we look at as childlike, then she's like, oh, I'm nervous, I'm scared, I don't know. She doesn't understand. Look, I haven't been in a fight. Well, I have been in a fight, but that was my friend's fight. I If somebody just slapped me once, I'm calling the cops, and I'm distraught, and I'm putting notes on the mirror too. I don't. I'm not about that. Like, there are some people who are readily equipped to handle situations like that, and then there are some people who are like, I have no idea what's going on right now. I have no idea why I've been hit, and what's frustrating me about this season, and which is why I appreciated you, Andrew, somewhat. Got to tell the truth. Was that Candace? First of all, Ashley should have been dragged a long time ago, but Michael's her karma. That's what she's being dragged.
Yes, we all agree with that. All agree.
I don't. She hasn't had to battle with her hands, but with the community that she's grown up with, you definitely have to be able to be quick with the words, because you need to be able to get it. That's why I know that Candace only said she's ghetto on. She hit everything that was gonna touch Monique after Monique touched her.
Yeah,
she did what she did best.
And she, like I said, she should have been able to sum up Monique. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna run your mouth, and I'm somebody who runs their mouth, you really need to sum up who you talking to. You know what I'm saying?
I think she had more things in the arsenal. I think
can we talk about
worse.
the time frame of when she pressed the charges? Listen,
okay, let's talk about that.
That's true. Go ahead.
That was some retribution for not saying sorry.
Yes.
The only two things that I don't agree with Candace with is the little sticky notes around the house. I think that was a bit much.
It's gonna be okay, girl. Bye.
I don't think so. You never. So I don't know how many of y'all worked in the office, corporate office setting. The girls have sticky notes just to say "stand up." It's not strange for people to get words of affirmation. Didn't Gabrielle Union have a whole mirror?
That's the fakest hoe ever. We're not talking about Gabrielle Union. She fake.
No, Mary Jane.
No, it's not. Okay. Yes. I have sticky notes in my house too.
You fake like Candace.
Listen. So if she really was traumatized, then why she didn't go to the police station the night of? Why do you get home and you sit down, and in the morning after you have tea, and instead of pressing charges the morning after, or even the night when it happened, you wait till all those days later, and then I'm so traumatized. A month later, I got a sticky note.
I don't think her story has been she's traumatized. I feel like she's trying to recollect the situation.
No,
I haven't. Every time I see her, I don't think that she. Now, I will say this. I think it's a little bit more strategic to say I'm disheveled than to be like, I got it in the court of law. So I'm not going to fault her, because just like Karen said on one of the after shows, her wig would have been stuck to the floor. Karen would have stayed there until the police or the ambulance or the paramedics removed her body from the scene. Now Candace is better than me, because I would have stayed on the floor too. Hat, glasses, everything. You would have had to remove me.
Well, I guess y'all all better than me, because I'd have been flocked. I would have been.
No, I would have taken Monique for everything that she got. I would have had nerve damage everywhere. I have nerve damage.
This is the reason why the case got.
If me and Monique would have got into a fight, if me and Monique would have got into a fight in the bar, and I had a glass in my hand, Chris could have she would have never seen them kids again. At least not with her original eyes. I would have dissected Monique in that bar.
She definitely would have. She would have saw her right through the glass, love after lockup, because she would have been love after locked up, seeing her children through the glass, because I want to stay alive, but I would have had nerve damage here. I would have been twitching. Everything would have been. I have PSD. I can't even see a wine glass anymore because I'm now nervous. Everything would. Let's battle with words, and once you put your hands on me, girl, you better count your days like that, and that's the end of that. And I'm very forthcoming with it. I don't fight with my hands. I don't know how to do that. I barely know how to bake, girl. So don't look for me.
I barely know how to bake.
I have to play off my strengths.
I'll talk.
I can talk with my words, and I can fight, but I'm just for me, the point where Monique was flipping the girl hair, it would have been over. I know some girls that would have buried Monique with a wine glass in their hand. Not to say that Candace should have done that, I don't think they can.
Okay, we're back in the fight. Go ahead, finish this thought.
I'm just gonna say that I feel like
no, I don't want to be back on the fight. I'm just saying, let's.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I don't feel like Candace is overdoing. I feel like her getting through, however she needs to get through, sticky notes, putting things on the mirror, removing herself from. I will say, I feel like Candace wanted her friend and sister back, and if Candace is like me, which I feel like she may be, I don't know the girl. I would have been like, you know what? I'm not sure what's actually going on with her, and I need to let's wait. She's gonna call me like she always do. We're gonna figure this out.
And that's the childlike mystique that I get from. And I love Candace, but that's the childlike mystique that I get.
I don't want to say it's childlike. I don't think it's
it was a month later.
Why would I think that a bitch that hit me?
It wasn't a month later.
Why would I think that a
bitch
that
month later? It was 27 days.
It was 27 days later.
It was 27 days.
India with the
Black History Month, and even longer than that.
India with the A says pressing charges after the fact makes the case BS because you should have did it that night.
It doesn't help. It does not help the charge. Now again, Candace, not me, because I definitely would have been on the floor. I would never have hit back. Yeah. I would have fell immediately.
Okay.
I would have fallen immediately. So I think Candace had hope because Candace didn't want to fight her. She had hope that we can fix this.
No, and that's did not want to. Hold on, let me attack you.
Excuse me, hold on. What one thing I want to say is not only was it a month, she had to talk to the girls several times,
right?
Talk to mama, get to a lawyer, think about it, cry, sticky notes.
No, and you forgetting that she went to the therapist, and the therapist tried to get her to say, "Did you play a part in it?"
And that's what I'm saying.
No, she wasn't. She was. She wanted to make. She wanted to mend things with Monique. No, yeah, she heard everybody else, but she wanted to.
She said in this episode. She don't have no remorse. She ain't even apologizing.
Well, then why am I doing this?
Why am I even waiting on her?
And that's what I'm saying.
But she wanted to, and she wanted to 27 days.
No, I lost the fight, but I'm not gonna. I lost the battle, but I'm not gonna lose the war, boo. So
that's all I was saying. Everything that Candace did to me gave me the little childlike, the little girl mystique. Because why would I care about this? This bitch done attacked me on national TV. Please hold on. She have attacked me on national TV and embarrassed me. She said she gonna whoop my ass, kill me if I come around her. Why would I wait? You know what I'm saying? The bitch was running around.
Let's cut the cursor.
Oh, I'm sorry. The girl said that she was gonna run. She was running around the barn, saying, trying to get back to me.
Yeah, but if I know her, it would be a different situation. So I've been in situations where I've had family members who, some of my friends would be like, "Why are you still engaging?" But it's like, this is my family. I know what they're saying, but they don't mean this. Like they're going through something. And it's not towards me.
And I know y'all think, to press them charges.
I know y'all think it's towards me, but it's not. But they're like, no, please call the police. It's not. But they're my family. I see what's happening, but it's not about me. And I feel like Candace is. If I can only go off of footage, I'm with Candace on something's happening and I don't know what it is. I don't know, and I love my sister. This is the girl that supported me in the beginning. She was the girl that had my back. Now, we had differences, but that was my girl. What is happening? Now, after hearing from the grapevine, because I'm hurt, so I'm assuming she will reach out to me. She hasn't. Now, someone has come. Now, I know Dorothy was in her ear every day. So that's we don't need to worry about that.
Press charges for vindication.
And I don't know if it was vindication as much as it was for you're not going to get what you want to get from her from this. And but if we want to settle this at this point, file the charges and leave it alone.
No, okay, but why would she think she was going to feel remorse if Monique was on social media? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
If you're so worried about your argument is that she's so worried about them being friends and she missed her friend. Why would you ever, even if she didn't apologize, why would you want this person that you feel these type of sentiments to go to jail? That's vindication. That's trying
Why would I not?
It's
that's
a big
retribution. It's retribution. Go ahead, me.
I don't want her to go to jail, which is why I'm waiting for her to reach out, talk to me. You know how you love so you like somebody a lot, but then you have to say to yourself, girl, I have to break up with you. Like you're cool and everything, but you're not the best for me. You know, at this point, if you think you will catch, like I think I'm a catch, breaking up with you is the worst thing that can happen in your life, and it'll drag on for the rest of your life. So I want to fix this. I truly do. I want to hear from you. I don't know what's going on from this season.
How are you pressing charges on me, criminal charges on me that could get me some years in school?
I'm not going to call it criminal charges.
How are you fixing anything between me and you? No, this is retribution because you mollywopped me. Hold on, Mimi, what was you finna say?
I was just saying, she mentioned herself. Monique was on social media. So she has no remorse, and she's doing this and doing that.
Exactly.
Okay, so you know she ain't got no remorse, and then you're gonna sit up there. Her mama was in her ear. Then she listening to all these different people saying, "Oh, she ain't got no remorse. She ain't got no remorse." Okay, if you are so hurt and you're traumatized, and all this, and you have PTSD, you self-diagnosing yourself, then please go to the police, honey. I'm not mad that she pressed charges, or like I said last week, I thought it was, girl, okay, whatever, you got enough, go on. But although once you hit somebody, you got to know there's repercussions to your consequence. There's consequences.
You're going to jail if you touch me.
Yes. But at the same time, don't sit and then don't get up there and then with the Ashley thing. So then you're gonna get up there. You're gonna at first you was playing all coy and you were so hurt, and then Ashley brought up some points and you didn't like that, so you had to be on the defense. And then your husband got to sit up here at the table in front of national TV and check you. You not listening, and
I don't think he checked her.
I think he did.
I think he did.
She changed her thought patterns and what she was saying.
Barely. So
he give me
Ashley, I like you
enough to change the tone of the conversation, and that's all it took.
I think she definitely respects her. I feel like Candace is in the middle.
This is why another thing that people don't like about Candace, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not team. I'm no team.
No one is.
I'm basically I'm team nobody. I'm team nobody right now.
I'm team Candace.
But team Karen. This is another thing that people don't like about Candace.
That's Karen's storyline, baby.
She sit up there and she pop up out the mouth, and then she has to get Chris has to reel her in. Why does it take for your husband? Your husband shouldn't be in the middle of
Yes,
trying
to.
That's the show. The show is popping off at the mouth.
I don't even want to say it's the show that's coming. Now I know how extra I am, and I do not date people just like me because the world will be over. I need someone who's gonna be like Busy Blue.
But if you are a victim, if you were so traumatized and you were a victim, see, baby, you got to play that role. She wouldn't be a good girl. Yes, that's the point.
So who? About who?
This is the thing that
table talking like she crazy.
Exactly.
Okay, but still,
no, you meek to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're not. No, because now I've learned that experience have taught me that I have to be more aggressive.
This is the thing that confuses me, and I don't want to put I don't want to say Black people, right? But I do feel like every time something happens with us, we always want to, she shouldn't go to jail because she got 3 kids. She did a crime, right?
Yeah, she did.
She did a crime.
She did.
Who cares about? There are many of people in jail who
tons of people
my
with
daddy
children.
was in jail when I was growing up.
That's true.
And they didn't tell him, you got 3, because my dad had three kids at the time. You know, you got 3 kids, we're not gonna send you to jail. She did a crime, she should go to jail. And when I'm filing charges against her, Fuck her
I talked
kids.
about that
The
too.
bitch
I
who
will
hit
say
me, the girl who
Wait
hit
a
me in my
minute,
head.
wait a minute. That may be true, but then don't you out your other side of your mouth say she did want Monique was never a friend to her, and she was always a friend of Monique, and she wanted to salvage their relationship. Don't tell me no shit like that because she wanted to know stuff like that because she truly wanted to salvage that relationship. Then them kids would be part of the daggone conversation,
They,
and whether or not she's gonna
They
stay.
wouldn't be a
but
part
they
of the
were.
conversation once you put your hand on me.
They were.
No,
I don't think that they
y'all are
weren't
saying that afterwards she still sat around because she was wanting to salvage the relationship.
because they were a
And
part of the
that's
conversation.
then be remembering her kids while you sitting around.
I gave them 27. I thought about her kids for 27 days. Look, I can't. I don't want to say that she did not. First of all, I don't think the onus. And now, when I was when I was younger, I lived up. I grew up in the ghetto, and we were robbed a lot in the hood. I didn't say, "Oh well, don't." I know my mom did say, "Don't take them because they got children." Girl, I don't care about none of that stuff. Prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law. They robbed us. Do whatever you need to do. And Candace didn't even have to grow up with that stuff. Now, Candace waited because I want to fix this with her. After those kids, like I want to fix this with her. Now, after 27 days, you still reading me, you still dragging me, you're talking about me on the internet, you telling people you don't care.
Well, then
Okay.
that's what it is. Then say what that is.
No,
Oh,
I can't say it is what it is because that's not
what
her
did Mike
mindset.
Jones said? Mike Jones said, "I'm a dog your whole ass like you dog me." Period. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what you. That's exactly what
I don't know if that. I don't think I'm not dog. We playing a different game, girl. You're on Atari. You're playing Atari.
You attacked me the way you wanted to war. You went to war the way you wanted to go to war, and now I'm going to war the way I want to go to war. But don't be talking about, oh, I'm traumatized, and I got, I'm all effed up in the brains and stuff.
But you have to. That's because that's the way we war.
No, all you got to go on this is that we got facts. This chick knocked the mess out.
It takes a little bit more than that.
And we got it on video. The law is that you assault someone, it is on video, period. All these dramatics you doing right here is for the show, boo boo. And I'm disrespecting
you can get paid for that. You can get because you also get retribution for post-traumatic distress. I need everything that I can get. After the fact,
you're gonna get it on the videotape.
It hit me in my head, but now I'm twitching every time I go to the bathroom because I'm scared. Now I get paid for that too. Like I could get as much as now you pay. If you thought
if you're gonna go, tell the truth of why you're going. That's all I'm saying. Stop trying to act like it's all this other shit. Just say, baby, I don't like how you did. I'm gonna get you. And this
I think that is two different games. So Monique played the whole game of because throughout this season. And I'm not sure if I'm watching the same show. I know that what's going on Instagram and Twitter and whoever else Monique is talking to with her parent on the YouTubes, there is no true indication of why she is mad at Candace.
I can tell you what it is.
Well, outside of that, we don't know it.
Going back to this, I thought we was moving through to the prosecution.
But what the people have been using is Candace is provoking. So if you provoking, you're gonna get touched.
And that's what I'm saying. The thing is,
the girl said Monique was a whole alcoholic. You should have dragged her a long time ago, girl. She said you crashed that car that y'all came home from because you was an alcoholic. Your miscarriage was because you was an alcoholic. But nobody touched Ashley. But
we've been saying that, Busy. We that part right there. I think everybody has been saying. I think Ashley should have been dragged by her big forehead a long time ago.
And I did was listen to someone, and now she's getting. Oh, you invited her to this party? Now,
exactly.
The girl was an alcoholic. No, she had several drinks. She said she had several. But
she did say it like that.
I hear what you say, but she had several drinks that night. We knew the bartender; he gave us shots.
Yeah, what that got to do with what does that got to do with this girl? You claim this girl still one of her friend, but yet she's still prosecuting the girl. Come on.
The force of Candace did this. So then I'm thinking, okay, Candace this season is not the Candace from last season. I wish I could give her the same energy. She has walked away. Now I will say this: I go to many parties. And I love a cocktail. If I have to keep leaving a party because you are antagonizing me and I didn't get my Long Island, now I'm upset. She left the sipping seat. She left the she left that barbecue because of the whole s'mores thing. I'm tired of walking away, girl. This is a cocktail that I actually like at Giselle's party. I gave you Giselle thing. I gave you the Charisse thing. I didn't know you had beef like that with her. I apologize. I didn't know.
And
Now-
you were leaving because you knew you beat and got stomped. That's another reason why she was leaving.
Episode one.
Then at the house, at the lake house, she left again because she knew she was gonna get stomped. She wasn't gonna do no talking. But I don't know why she got up in that barn and thought she was gonna be able to talk like that.
I don't think she got. I don't think she was trying to act big. I think because episode 1 is when she had to apologize from the thing. Episode 2, okay, we get it, girl. I didn't understand you had beef like that. I apologize. We're done. But everybody else can bring. Charisse has been at every other party since then, and Monique has nothing to say. Either way, okay.
Can we talk about the Karen thing now?
Yeah,
because I have a.
We really talked about this fight for 50 minutes. Now go ahead.
Y'all are ghetto. That's all I want to say.
You ghetto. So,
That's true.
so I have a problem with Karen because this episode she says, "Well, I rather just state my opinion to myself." But last episode, you were telling Candace that she should have pressed charges.
She did not say that.
Yes, she did. She told
she
Candace.
Did not say that. She said that Candace asked her. She said that if it were me, I would press charges. She didn't say Candace gonna press charges. She said if you feel that strongly about it, if I were you and I felt that strongly about it, I would have pressed charges. But that's not saying Candace gonna press charges.
I just think Karen. Yeah, she should have said nothing. Now she done found herself in a bind. And next episode, because she gave Candace that little teensy thing right there. Well, not she. Karen is
looking for a bind. Karen needs to be the middle.
This is Candace's story. This is Karen's storyline.
Mm-hmm. What else does Karen have? She needs to be the middle. These are two of my friends. I'm telling you, please respect it. I'm
not picking a
choice. Yeah, please.
Oh, hold on.
You blacked out. You blacked out. That's what you did. Like this is her storyline. Don't nobody care about her and Ray. Don't nobody believe what's going on with her and Ray. She's gonna drag this fight out. I'm not picking a side, but I'm gonna pick a side every now and then.
Exactly.
I'm gonna give you a little bit here, a little bit there.
I get that.
Monique, you messed up. Let me walk away from the table. Let me be dramatic and leave away from the table when they're speaking about the charges. But you know, me and Ray know what the paperwork say word for word.
But I know we'll talk about it.
I agree. Ain't got no storyline either. This is what we're gonna talk about all season, baby.
We ain't got no storyline.
And that all she doing is going on about this daggone fight. Too.
What's Monique's storyline?
She does have a storyline, and
Monique ain't got no storyline either, but that bird.
No, and the bird. Candace, you know what? I will say this, and I need people like that in my life if I'm going to be in reality TV. Candace probably would have been canceled this season. Thank God for Monique. And Monique doesn't even realize she's demising herself and giving Candace a storyline. I seen Dorothy this episode, and I liked her more than anything else at the animal shelter, okay? Because of Monique. I don't need anything else after you put your hands on me, girl. That's all I need. Girl. No one else needs a storyline.
Correct.
You don't even need it after that point. You don't even need to know about if I'm moving to another place or not, if it's going to be $1 million or not, Giselle's broke down cabin or not. Monique gave me what I was trying not to even get from her because she's trying to hide what she doesn't want us to even reveal or get. That girl is going through something. And she's deflecting, and I hope they fire her swift and fast. I never liked this show.
Amen.
Oh, Andrew, you on the fire Monique train?
Get rid of them.
Yeah, I
don't think you should fire her.
She's been bored. She's been pregnant and boring, and now that she finally has a chance to be on the show.
Those white women fight all the time.
We're not talking about the white girls.
I don't watch them. I never watched them. So I cannot compare because I never watched them.
Okay, I watched Dallas and they've been fighting on Dallas since
they have low ratings.
They're not the moral compass though.
I don't know.
We can't compare what the white people do and say, "Oh, we want to do that."
I will say Monique's not bringing anything to the show at this point, and her personality.
Candace not bringing nothing to the show either.
No, that's a lie. There's a lot of hatred.
Nobody got to watch Candace sing.
Monique,
nobody gonna watch her go back and forth that she want to be a mama. Ain't nobody finna do that.
she's a movie star. That's a movie star. That's a
Who a
movie
movie
star.
star?
She just did a movie. She just did a movie that's coming out in December.
She did just do Candice.
Candy
She had
just
the
did a
whole
movie.
national title.
She did a
and
movie
Monique
with
was
Halle
a
Berry.
struggling rapper.
She did a
Wait,
movie with
what's
Halle
the
Berry,
name of
and
the
she got a new song coming out with Cardi B next week.
But don't nobody want to watch it. Don't nobody want to watch that about Candice.
Lies, I'm here. Count me. I'm here.
I ain't.
But no, honestly,
and is it Cardi B and a gang of other people? Because I know they just
I'm joking.
Either way, I would rather that than I would. Monique is only living off of, and I hate to say this because, to be honest, I wait for my rich husband so I can live off of that. But Monique is profiting off of everything that Chris has done, and she has not been successful in any of her own personal business ventures.
It might be because her stinking attitude, and it might be because her stinking mouth, and it might be because of her entitled nature.
She's stubborn. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
But the girl, the people are not looking at that when it comes to the Candace hair business. However you like it or not, the girl's still going and it's still running well. She's being talked. She's talking on the CBC. They're still asking her to talk on political commentary. Monique is putting out haphazards.
They asked Candace for political.
They sure have. She has been on the CBC. She's been talking about violence. And while Monique is in the studio doing thatpiff.com, free mixtape songs. Like it's a different level. Her own husband is like, well, maybe we should cancel Not for Lazy Moms. And the girl's like, well, girl, there's a lot of money I put into it. Maybe we can give them out for free. She's had, for someone to be so tired, nothing's being, I see no success.
Okay, let me get on this real quick. I'm finna say some shit. I'm gonna keep it at real for me, and I hope no one gets offended. But this YouTube game that I've been in, I felt that a lot of the gay men that have started with me and prospered is because they ain't got they just living their own life. They don't have no children. They don't have those type of responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them just have little piece of nothing jobs.
I'm offended.
I'm just saying,
Andrew.
I'm joking, Chelsea. Chelsea, you know, I'm not offended. I'm not easily offended at all.
They have a piece of nothing job. They don't have jobs that are, like require a lot of them and stuff. So they can have more time to prepare and go and get all these little celebrity gossip stuff and keep up with all the bullshit and try to develop their personality and all that stuff like that. So as a mother, I do believe that people are in different places with different responsibilities in life that can kind of like stalwart and thwart them from their growth in some of their interests that they have, because it's happened to me. You know what I'm saying?
You think that's happened to Monique?
That's one thing.
Because you're different from her husband. Always says, "Well, let's buy an nanny. Do what we can do.
Yeah.
However you need to be successful and to prosper, let's do. You have full resources. Do what you need to do."
And that's one thing.
That's the key to her mediocre success that she's at right now.
And that's one thing. But I feel like every time something happens, Monique is blaming it on her children. I went out and had drinks with Ashley and got drunk, but I didn't wreck the car because I was drunk. It was because I was tired from my kids.
I'm so tired from that podcast. Nobody listening.
I went to a cabin trip. I'm on a cabin trip for 3 days, and my children wasn't here, and I fell asleep before y'all left because I was so tired from my kids. But I haven't seen my kids in 3 days.
I gotta feed the fish tank. Oh, the bird. Oh, yeah.
Listen, y'all are not I don't want to hear that from no men, because you can had fuck with them kids all the way to Friday when y'all left, then got to put on all that stuff and be tired as heck just like she was. But I will say this: I think a lot of times when Monique is saying that it's the kids, I think it's the relationship. And I think it's the requirements of the relationship that's really.
I think it's the facade that's tiring. I don't even think it's the facade, because I don't like Giselle. Like I would say I don't like Giselle because I don't have an opinion either way, because I feel like she lives in delusion. Mm-hmm. I like Giselle for the show. Like I like New York for the show. I don't know if Tiffany Pollard believes this stuff or not, but I know it's entertaining. That's how I feel about Giselle. But I do know that Giselle and her daughters, that's some serious mess. She cares about them. She wants to know how they feel. She wants to be ingrained with them. And they are ingrained with her. Like there's a relationship there. And I didn't have that with my mom. She was working.
Chelsea reminds me of Giselle's parenting style.
Yeah, like
you give me like 100%
I'm doing all of this
hand-drawn
stuff for you, and the kids see you're breaking your back for me. Now, Monique,
I don't get
she don't gotta break no back at all.
Yeah,
But the girl, she's stressed all the. You would think that she is the person who's working for everybody else.
No, let me tell you something. Mimi, jump in your mom. I don't get no hands on. They wench don't even be cooking for them girls.
Who, Monique?
No, I'm talking about Giselle.
She barely got time. She said, I thought y'all told me.
This shit hands on. If you ain't cooking and you ain't doing, no. It's too many things that came out of Giselle's mouth that let me know that me and her is not the same.
She be cooking, but she can't cook. Her mom shaded her like, you can't really cook. But she do be cooking.
I bought whatever microwavable things y'all said to buy. Are we doing the noodles or are we doing the chicken? But whatever which one y'all said to microwave, that's the one I purchased.
I heard Giselle say this about her children, what makes me think that she's a parent, just like you, Chelsea. She said, me and my girls, I love them, but I'm mom and that's it. We'll never be girlfriends. I'm mom and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's remind me of you and Brooklyn.
And you know what? And her daughters, they are on her army 100%, and there ain't no daddy girls over here. They got her mom back 100%. They see what her mother's going through, and I know that we clown Giselle because she has this grandiose status about her, but I have to give it to her because I feel like I can live next door. But she's working, and whatever she has to do, her house look the way it is because. Yes, I got us a big house so I can make sure that everybody feels like we're doing whatever we need to do. But inside, girl, we got a couch, we got the microwave, everything that my daughters need and all of that other stuff. She gets the job done. Now, for the grandiose and show purposes, girl, you need a little bit more help. But
I'm with Cicely. Read what Cicely says. I don't think she knows her kids up. She does not give me, and I don't want to speak on anyone else.
Giselle? I think there's only one she doesn't know.
Know them kids like that. Giselle be asking them kids too many questions, trying to figure out shit. She don't really get it. She do not get them girls. I'm sorry.
I think she only doesn't get one.
And the fact that she, the way that she acts around them, and the way that they look like little grandmas and stuff, she don't understand that colorism either thing.
Now you do that I will give you that, and I never wanted to say that about them kids. But they do look like some little grandma with them tennis shoes at their restaurant opening.
Yes, and
I think that's a publicity thing. I think that I do think she only doesn't get one of the children.
Which one?
Angel.
Yeah, Angel.
The oldest one.
No. She gets her.
Angel, the twin, the one that told her last year that she feels left out.
Yeah, the one who reads her constantly. Angel. Yeah, she loves Grace.
Is that the one that gives you a little, maybe a little lesbian?
Tomboy. I would say lesbian. I think all girls are tomboy.
Yeah, tomboy. Okay.
Yeah.
Really? Oh my God, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I think so crazy.
I think she's a tomboy. I don't think she's emotional like that.
Yeah, and I don't think she's all girly. She's not girly, and then all that.
The way that Giselle described it was like she was a square. That's the way that Giselle described it.
Giselle looked at it as you are a support. You're easier to deal with because I don't have to deal with you. And that's where her frustration was because I get no emotion because you feel like I got it handled. And the other girls need it. Now, her oldest daughter, she's an older teenager. Like, can you please leave the house, girl? Do whatever you need to do. Get him in. Hit her from the back so I can sneak out the house. Like, I don't need you around me. But as we can see this season, and even in her personal life, that oldest daughter also was like, this ain't the one that I said to hit it from the back. Okay. I want you to just be preoccupied, but not with him. Like she cares about her
She's
mother.
Not engaged with them kids like that. The way she talks about the kids, the way that they interact with her and stuff. Just like Simone on Married to Medicine. I told her she done told us so many times that she ain't really into that mama stuff. She love them boys, but she ain't really into that mama stuff. And I told you that I felt like that at one point too.
You did.
But why would the daughters feel like that though?
It was a missed opportunity for
I mean, they don't love her.
me with Giselle when they went to get the hotel rooms in Atlanta. When they went to get the hotel rooms, and she still picked the door to share the room with instead of Angel. And that was just a missed opportunity for me to show,
Well,
like,
I feel like
okay,
she's getting
I'm paying
older,
attention
so
to
you
you now.
gotta grasp onto those. I feel like it was strategic because of she is getting older. Now I got younger twins, but the one who's showing the most disdain is that older one.
Mhm.
And she was like, "Look, girl, we left him because of how he did you." Okay.
Listen, the reason why I'm telling you from my own experience, the reason why that girl talks to her mom like that is because her mama didn't fucked up somewhere. I'm trying to let you know from experience.
Who?
The oldest one. Why she acts like that? She's a teenager one, and that mama's not been there in some kind of way.
Giselle tried to check her on the phone before. Did you remember that?
I don't remember
She
that.
was FaceTiming the girl, and she asked the girl like what time it was, and the girl was like, she put her finger in the phone like, hold on, like, and she was like, you don't pause me, you don't hold me, and the girl was like, what, mom, I'm just looking to see what time it is, and she was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that was playful.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I think a personality conflict with her and that oldest one too, because her oldest one is way more like Brooklyn. Even though Brooklyn's more girly than her girls, but but when you have a mama that be shining all the time and loud and out and woo, and you're more of a like demure kind of like chill, they get on your fucking nerves a lot. You know?
Can you speak on the colorism thing that you said that you about the kids? Because I really feel like I don't want to say what I want to say out loud. Go ahead.
You should say it. I mean, I've said it before. I feel like them girls are living in their mama's shadow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The little brown skin girls. And I do not think that Giselle addresses it or notices it like she needs to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now you see me right now. I'm nowhere like Giselle, but you see Brooklyn.
Beautiful. Both of you are beautiful brown skin kissed by the sun.
You and your daughter are twins.
Right.
Thank you. Brooklyn had to tell me one time, she said, Mama, why your skin lighter than mine? And I ain't never, ever, I make sure that she always knows hers is on time and that she's beautiful and you know, stuff like that. Because I know I was the only light one in my family. Okay.
You was the light one?
Yeah, everybody else is darker than me. Everyone.
Okay. I'm jealous. I'm the dark one.
Really? So I always got you, thank you, all that, you know, to me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, your mouth, and you think you walk around here like your S don't stink, all this all the time. So when it was just me in Brooklyn, she was the dark one. I know about being ostracized about your color. You know what I'm saying? So I made sure that I was very aware of that and aware of me. Now it took me a minute to try to see, okay.
What do you mean by that part? Like, I was aware of me.
Like, I was aware of me maybe embodying some stereotypes with being lighter.
Okay.
That a darker
can you give me an example?
That a darker person might.
Can you give me an example, please?
Okay, sure. Like, for instance, so my hair was very much longer than Brooklyn's at one point.
Mm-hmm. And I love your hair now.
Thank you. And I kept it. I don't know if y'all remember in like 2015, 2016, all I really wore was the puff.
Because I didn't know you there, girl.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know you was properly modified.
Oh, that's all. Okay, yeah. So I literally kept it in a puff because every time I would get it straightened, there would be some hate from her. You know?
Oh yeah, straight hair.
Even though she has way longer hair than me now, I did cut mine.
Kenya Moore status.
Right, but she was going through that 12 to 13-year-old hormone thing where her hair kind of like broke off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it got real short, kind of up to here, where she had always had long hair like behind her shoulders, but mine was still longer. But that's because I mean I don't know what it was. What
was. Your hair's a little more trained. They understand you, and she's trying to get there.
And then even another time, like once like over the last 2 years, my texture has changed because my hair has thinned out a lot as I got older. And she noticed my texture. Now she has a beautiful texture and her hair is in little ringlets and stuff. But she didn't, her hair was more coarse and it's thicker. So it would be hard.
Yours is coily, girl. I'm looking at it now. It's giving
has
that.
a silkier texture to it, and she was like, I would catch her face looking like this, like if we was doing our hair, or if I was saying like, help me comb my hair out or something, I would see her looking.
I'm so stressed. I don't know what to do with this stuff.
Yeah, and jacking and stuff. And so I try to like, do little things to make sure that I encourage her in her hair, and that I didn't act like mine was all that or better or anything like that.
I don't think that Giselle's daughters. So because I know Potomac, I don't live there. I can't afford to, but I know that is an area where it's predominantly African American, and those predominantly African Americans got the coin. It's Maryland, they black, and Potomac, they rich black. I don't know if I'm not gonna say that colorism doesn't play a role, because I'm 100% positive that it does, but you definitely are going to see people like you in that realm. I think that her daughters were struggling with something different, and that was interpersonal relationships with their mother. And I feel like her oldest daughter, even in last season, girl, you've been to one game. No, I feel like I've been to all of them. No,
she did tell. Yeah, and that's how I know that she ain't no mama like me, because I was at every MFing game. Okay,
and they love her and they stand her and they're like, girl, I don't like daddy for you, girl. I'm telling you right now, face to face, daddy is not the one that you should be with. Now I know you ain't, and you didn't even come to my games, but I feel like you should be treated better than that.
Yeah,
and I feel like her daughters have the connection with her, and I feel like Giselle works hard. Public opinion.
Listen to what she says. I'm the something, and the one with the anointing something. All her, you can tell that this lady has always thought that she was the Don Dada. Okay?
It was all about her.
All about her. And I believe she brings that into her relationship with her children as well. Based on what they have said.
She gives me I'm a public figure. I gotta go out and I gotta make this money, but I'm very hands-on.
Yeah, I think with her daughter, she's like,
y'all
is this
call
the
me
good
2
thing?
or 3 times a day. Call me 2-3 times a day. Like, that is a requirement. It ain't no, you my child and I don't hear from you today because I'm out of town. You call me, we're gonna contact each other.
It's been several scenes where Giselle's like, y'all, this is my daughter.
Yeah. That's what
I feel like Giselle, because Karen's like, oh, this is mine. Oh, I've raised her up. Oh, she's coming back from school. Like, Karen's hands off.
Come on, add in her fakeness factor, okay?
Which one?
She can be fake. She can put on for the show and to help to move along her storyline. So I will keep this in my mind as a mother. Yeah. Okay, my child is, I'm not gonna say finished, but she's adult now, a legal adult. She ain't got no legal adults over there. So I will look at her with my eye real good.
Yeah, I think that Giselle is like, okay, this is my daughter. Yeah, and I'm not a parent yet. So, and I'm gonna give you I'm a gay male or a part of the community male. I don't have a child yet, and I don't think that I would have a cutoff. I always hated that the people had cut off. I had a friend in high school, when she turned 16, she had to buy her own laundry detergent. And I was like, that's a little strange. But she's like, her mom was trying to prepare her to start washing clothes. And I was thinking, girl, but I don't have a job yet. Like, I gotta start buying my own stuff. Like, wait, hold up.
Yeah.
But I do know me as a parent.
You want some juice? I ain't bought no juice. Go get some juice.
I don't. I did those things, but it was because of circumstance. It wasn't because my mom was forcing me or whatever. Because I was like, I'm gonna work and we're gonna get. I didn't like the WIC food. I didn't like welfare food. I just did not like welfare food. I wanted steak potatoes. I wanted cream of mushroom soup. I wanted a meal. And I just said, I'm gonna get a job so I can get that stuff. And I still cook to today. I just love a cooked meal. Don't give me no noodles, okay, girl? I don't want that. Don't give me no fish sticks. Don't give me no chicken nuggets. Don't give me a chicken pot pie. Don't give me any pot pies. I want a meal.
I gotta have a fresh pot pie, like the one I make for myself. No, nothing that's frozen. No pot pie that's frozen. But
you make it from scratch.
Yeah, I make it from scratch.
Shepherd's pie only. Any pot pies? I don't want none of that stuff. It just reminds me. Yeah, I
I
need it. It only reminds me of where I know we were. And I worked because I was like, I know I like this stuff, and maybe my siblings will like it. So then I started working. Oh, we're gonna do spaghetti. We're gonna do it. Then we started doing all these other things that we weren't having before because I was like, I don't want to eat chicken pot pie, beef pot pie. That's nasty. But I feel like I don't think that Giselle's children are looking at her like you're not doing anything for me. But I don't want you to be with daddy either. I think she's an amazing parent. The daddy not doing nothing. He don't even have food in the house. That's why they couldn't stay with him. We can't go to Atlanta and stay with him because he don't got nothing in the house. I feel like she's doing an amazing job that we just don't like who she is.
Mm-hmm. Chelsea, can I ask? Okay, Chelsea, can you give me some more examples? Because
what is this interest you got, Andrew?
No, because I want to. So, for instance, my grandmother was mixed, right?
Okay.
And my mother, her dad, my mother's dad is black. And my daughter, so the way you look at Giselle and my mama, Giselle is my grandmother, and my mama is the daughters. Okay. Except for my mama was way darker than Giselle's kids. So like I want to understand what you mean by, because I don't get it just by you saying the hair thing, right? Or you being conscious. I want to know an example of what Giselle could do. Nothing.
No, I get it. I get it.
I think she can boost. She can boost the girls a little bit. I don't know what she does in her personal time, but for what on the TV, I just feel like she doesn't put all like. I think she should put more into them than herself. Just from what I see, how they acting towards her, I feel like they kind of feel like they're in her shadow. And the first 2 seasons, I really felt like that about her girls. And I think that she needs to. I think that she's so busy trying to make everything work, like make sure that they can live a certain way and all this stuff like that. I've been the same way, but that she's not really seeing that those girls are kind of like they seem kind of annoyed with her, not just teenager annoyed, but kind of like you know,
pay attention to me.
Yeah, pay attention to me instead of all this shit about you all the time. And Giselle has showed us that whether we're talking about her children or not, she thinks she's all that, and to the point that I think she thinks she's all that in regards to her children too.
Do you think that? Okay, because I think that her children, that she's raising her children not to, from what I see, like follow trends or follow the crowd, because those children be looking, I don't want to, like ragamuffins, and Giselle do too.
I don't think that. I feel like
Giselle don't think she's looking like a ragamuffin.
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, she thinks she's the hottest thing walking. Every year she's on the streets. Okay, every time she talk about this, her intro, she's on the street. She's walking. She's talking. She's the baddest thing. Every year she's on the streets. I think that. Her connection with her daughters. I am gonna say flat out. I feel like she has a true connection with her daughters. I feel like she does. Like I feel like she wants to know them. She loves them. She wants to be a part of their lives. Is she doing it the best way? Yeah. But I know she wants to be a part of that, and she's doing the best way she knows how. Oh, your daddy bought you a restaurant. Oh no, I'm always coming to your stuff. Oh, I support you. Or you have a nanny. Or she's doing it the best way she can.
And there is a thing to say too from my perspective. When babies don't look like you, now I know y'all say that now, but at first she did not look nothing like me for a long time. If that connection can be strong, like you could be like, oh, that connection could not be there because you're like, damn, this baby don't look shit like me. Like her kids are darker than her, just like mine was. You know what I'm saying? They don't have really none of her face at all. Mine came in later. My daughter's face came in.
Grace looked just like the daddy to me. Grace looked just like Jamal, a lighter version of Jamal. Yeah, the oldest one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think any of the children look like any of the parents, but when she showed those old photos of her family, I said, "Oh, here go the children." They were in that photo book. Y'all remember that season? It was season 3.
Yeah, it was season 4.
Season 4, yeah. They were looking through the book and they were like
She was looking
me.
at her like her ancestors. She was looking at her daddy and stuff, and she thought that Grace looked like
The
Mr.
kids look
Grace.
just like everybody in that photo book.
Now, it was something I remember early this season. It was alive with me, you, and Busy Chelsea, and Busy was was talking about Ashley being a new mother, and she was so worried about taking Dean outside in this, and she didn't didn't say anything about Dean being a black man or a
She was
black
worried about the
baby.
mosquitoes.
Yeah, and she wasn't worried about him being a black man. But Busy, did you know that Ashley was a quadroon?
For quadroon, rodroon, I don't think that I hate to minimize. Sorry, I'm going to Ashley in all aspects. See, I would stand Ashley on so much more if I want Ashley's life. Cheat on me, do whatever you need to do because I got these contracts in place. We got a post nup, prenup, during nup, whatever I need to do. I got them in place. Girl, sleep with whoever you think you need to sleep with because I got these letters in place. And I don't think that Ashley is not keen to and on par and on top of whatever she needs. When she comes up on my screen with that child, okay, looking like he that Teletubby son. I don't think even Ashley's even worried about the child being black. Like,
He's not. He's
in any
practically
realm
not.
or what quadru, Roger, whatever. Am I gonna get is my check coming on time? Okay. I don't think she's worried about that. And Ashley as a mother, I feel like she's fearful, she's caring, she's kind, she wants to make sure her child's the best, and she makes sure that stroller, if anything's gonna be there over the child, that stroller will be there. Okay, thank God she got a compartmental one, 3-in-1, because it goes everywhere she goes. When she was walking that thing up to that her uncle lump thing, I was thinking, could you not take that, put that in the car and just take the carrier, put it on the couch? Now I never have a child, but all my girlfriends had one. You did not need to bring this whole thing with you. If my girlfriend would have come up to the door and said, "Can you help me with this?" No, I cannot. Girl, put that rest of that stuff in it. I'll take the baby. Put the rest of that stuff in the car. What are you doing with it? I bought that, folded down. It was $150. Why you bring that whole thing into here? Put it in the trunk. She brings the crib, and she brings the musical thing. She brings books, and Ashley annoys me more than everything else.
But what he's saying is, do we not have a personal annoyance with the fact that she's not addressing this little boy as being black?
I don't think she thinks he's black.
Yeah, I don't think the little boy black either.
That's what I was bringing up.
That woman
Busy
came
talked
in
about
with
it
a
at the
whole
beginning of the
eye
season.
patch, and they did not. Oh, it was oozing. Why you got my baby? That the things that we should be addressing, their family do not address. Okay, that lady came in looking like Popeye the Sailor Man, and no, the only thing we said was, "Oh, I didn't think you was coming, ma." And she's holding the baby.
That coming for her camera time, shit.
And they're like, "Oh, wasn't it oozing, buzzing, and all that stuff today?"
Yeah. And she grinning all up in the baby
face.
But girl, camera time. That's
wild.
Did you see?
She did asking her side tooth before she come back on camera.
Y'all know that baby is not black. That baby probably ain't got but 1% black, and they see
they got some. And they're lucky. And they're lucky. My frustration is she's lucky because it could have been, girl, and unfortunately for y'all, we're the dominant race, and it could have come out very brown, girl.
This next one too.
Thank God for you that it came out because that.
Why? Thank God though. I'd rather it be brown than the color that Dean looking right now.
Because for them, I don't think that they wanted that.
I bet this will come out with more color though.
I wish they would. Now I will say this, and I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to just do it on this channel. I'm gonna have to say it. That baby is white. But I ain't never seen a monkey baby more than that one. That thing be everything. I say, oh, well, look at it. Look at the little thing. Look
Well,
at the
you
little
know
boy.
what? Oh, you be like making all them faces and moving around.
You know what I'm saying? And now, if anybody's doing monkey moves, it's that one. But we can't just be black and then not call us that. Your baby is black, girl, and you need to get with it.
That baby
But
not black.
The
That
show,
baby
nah,
black.
that
And
baby's an
then
actor room.
he's an Aussie baby too. Like he really ain't black. You know what I'm saying? He from the Australian white. You know
It
what I'm
just has me side eyeing. You remember when they were at Karen's house and they were saying the like black woman thing, and Ashley was kind of rolling her eyes.
saying?
You
Yes.
know,
Because she don't identify like
that's
that.
what I'm saying. I didn't know she was a quadroon. I did not know that.
Saying that.
yo, please don't give that power. You black.
She was looking like bitch. Fuck that.
She was like, oh my gosh. She was like, oh my gosh, here we go with this black woman stuff. That's
Yeah.
Oh, what's that word mean? Because
So wait a minute. Does anyone have anything to say about her popping her titty out in front of her uncle?
no, I will say about this.
People do it in front of strangers all the time.
Yeah, I grew up with Muslims.
She said that's kind of like her daddy.
Yeah.
I grew up with Muslims. You be at the
You
birthday party.
did?
Yeah, go over there. And first of all, there was a titty out every time. And I will say I'm in the same age range as all my cousins. Like I didn't grow up in the age range where it's like, oh, they're older, they're younger. Everybody is either 1 year younger or maybe 3 years younger, but it's a million of us and we're all in the same range. Somebody had their thing out every time. And because they were with each other, my mom, my auntie, somebody had their thing out. Yeah, girl. So tell me about that man. He ain't nothing, but somebody's thing was out, and we just got used to that. My problem was the uncle, and this how you. Let me tell you how you lose your marriage, how you lose your livelihood. The uncle focused too much on what it's about the baby now. It's not about anything else, girl.
No,
it's also about the marriage, okay? And I hated everything about the scene that she was in with the uncle. I can understand where the uncle's coming from, girl, but you wouldn't be able to pay for this stuff if it wasn't for him. So I have to also still care about him. And him, oh, you can't do that. It's about the baby now. And I don't care about him as a child. Girl, somebody has to. That's what his problem is. I need him to continue this. So let's give him some validation. He's a poor lost soul. His daddy is an alcoholic mess, and I'm gonna try to give it to him more.
Yeah.
But let's not do that because the same can be said about black men. When black men, okay, this is my thing about it. She went to therapy. He just automatically started just spraying out excuses. Oh well, my dad.
I don't say I believed him.
Yeah, his dad probably did that, but at this point, you're 70. You're 70, and if you had this type of problem before, why you ain't worked this out with your first wife? Because this is not your first marriage. This
is why we divorced, because I never worked it out. I don't want to give leeway to, because black people, we don't like to do therapy like that. We look down at
but
it.
when black men have sit down and express their feelings and say about my dad was this way and that's like they don't mean that, they don't give black men the same leeway as they give white men when they
we had that edit. I haven't seen that yet.
What? You haven't seen what?
I haven't seen a black man on my screen, and I was saying that. I was loving it.
Just saying that is why black men don't like to go to therapy, because they feel like they can't talk, because then that'll be used against them. But
yeah, so then if we give him this chance to do it, black man, come on in. Every black man who wants to be with me, I know I have a boo right now, but if I break up with him, go to therapy. Tell us how you feel. I don't hold back. We cannot get past something that we have not visited.
I was scared for Ashley when she told Michael that she wanted to get a post note. I was scared for her. I just was like,
you thought he was gonna hit her?
Yeah, because I would have been like, stop the cameras.
No, he did say that. Now I will say, do you see the contrast? Because 3 seasons ago, y'all remember they were in the same building. And they were talking about that, and Ashley had that pen, And she said, well, can we talk about when the funds will come to this party? And he said, I would never do you like that on camera. Oh, we're not going to talk about that right now.
Yeah.
We're not going to
That's
talk about
not
that.
appropriate.
They was renegotiating the prenup.
Ashley said, I got enough stuff to say. Can we get a post-nup? He didn't say, oh, I would never talk about this on camera. He said, well, you know what? I think you would deserve something like that. And I want to make sure you guys are. Now, I don't feel like Ashley is. I stand Ashley because I feel like at this point, she knows exactly what's going on. She knows how to do it, when to do it, and she's well equipped. Okay? You thought Candace's mama prepped her. She's really ready for. How do you feel about a post-nup for me and Dean? Okay? And baby number 3. You know, I'm not saying that I'm pregnant, but if I was, what should we do something for baby number 3? Like Ashley's ready. And when we first saw her, it was like, oh, how dare you talk about this on camera? And this restaurant needs to stay afloat before you can have a baby. We're at the point where she
wore him down.
I'm crying that my daddy did it, but
and she has enough on him. He's done enough dirt too.
She wore him down because remember he didn't want to have a baby because he didn't want Ashley to look after the kids like Sheila looked after her. Remember?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, he kept on going with her, and while he was going with her, he messed around and got a lot of dirt on him.
Sure did.
Could get into some real bad legal proceedings to get some more money and stuff like that.
Ashley's better than me because I only would have had one child. Once I had the son, it's over. Because now I get a family legacy and name. I don't need no more children after this. So there is something else to Ashley because I feel like Ashley's like me. But when she had another child, I said, okay, well, maybe she does have feelings. Because I just need the name, okay? And I had a boy, we're good. If I had a girl, I'll say, okay, well, I want one more, okay? Because the boy can carry on a name. The girl, she may not. But once she had a boy and she still had another one, Ashley feels something. I don't know if it's daddy issues or what, but her family is not helping. Popeye the Sailor Man, who came over there with that itchy eye, she didn't help. And then her uncle talk about, well, I want to meet him. I want to talk to him. I want to make sure, girl.
I like that.
I want to save my marriage. And I feel like you want to.
Why would you say marriage? She has all the paperwork done. Ain't nothing. I mean, we could exit at any time.
I feel like it is more difficult to be a single. Now, he could talk all he wanted to talk.
Well, she going to 18, 19 years. I wouldn't be doing that with that man. No, indeed. So she's going to be a single mom for a while. You know what I'm saying? She need to get them 2 kids and get gone. She
maybe not.
Anytime.
I feel like Charisse kept the marriage straight until her daughter went to college.
But it didn't stop. It didn't start going downhill till the girl was like a preteen, like 13 or 14.
But they had everything that they needed. Charisse waited until that girl got straight into school, and then she was like, you know what? Now it's hard to have an argument with you. Because it was like
they don't have nothing to bond with.
Yeah, she had a whole champagne room. And I still stand and I want to go into that champagne room. But we got the daughter, we got birthday parties, he paying for that. That man paid for everything.
There was no other to still be together. I mean, I don't think she was running from being a single mom because the girl was damn near grown by the time that stuff happened.
I think she can still use it.
What you eating, Andrew?
Nothing.
I really don't like that Mimi and Andrew are not on cam.
Yeah, I hope to.
I just want to put that out there.
Baby, honey, don't even do that, honey, because I have.
If I get on this camera, y'all gonna see something swinging.
Okay. So what? Well, let us see.
Honey, I've been complying with the rules, honey, because I have my avatar, honey.
You want to sit down, play?
Come on, Andrew. You look good.
Oh yeah,
you look good, Andrew.
Y'all
didn't even see nothing. Y'all
we did. And you wear glasses, girl. Now I feel like I gotta put my glasses on.
I don't have no glasses.
That's a lie.
Yeah,
you have the. I think the TV is on the mirror.
You got more excuses than Monique for why she hit that. Why she bopped candles.
But yes, eventually I do want to say that I would like people to be on camera.
You know what? Chelsea, we can start doing our own video thing
We can't.
because,
Hey,
girl, because I can be real hood over here.
Me too.
I don't like that.
Why don't you like it, Andrew?
No, I'm just we're gonna be hood everywhere.
You have no stake.
Right,
You have no
right.
stake in the game because the girls don't know what you look like.
And I know Mimi ain't gonna come on.
Okay, I have a. Can we talk
No,
about
honey,
Wendy?
I just listen, honey. I keep
Yeah,
it
yeah.
profile, honey.
Hey,
No.
yeah, I'm with you, girl. Keep it. I'm just saying, if we start to minimize your role,
Don't do that.
Oh, baby, you can't fire me, honey. You can't fire me. You is not the hostess over here.
that's true.
I
That's
love
true.
him. I
That's
love
true.
you, Busy Blue.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Listen,
That's
you need
true.
to invite me on your platform.
I love you, Busy Blue.
I have never invited a person on my. So I will say, and y'all heard it here first on Chelsea's channel, on Cement's channel, the properly laid, properly bona fide. I am deciding to stop doing my personal real life stuff because I have a partner who wants me to do what I love to do, which is this. And I'm not gonna tell y'all what I normally do because I still got some stuff in the works.
Okay.
But it's time consuming and it's stressful. And this is what I want to normally do. I want to be a part of this. So
Panels. You want to do panels and reviews?
just talk to the girls. Like I feel like I'm entertaining,
You are.
and I feel like the people are entertaining.
You
So
are you and
let's
Andrew are
kiki.
entertaining.
Let's just kiki together. And I feel more concerned about because of the work that I do. I try to get on here minimally. I have never done a join my anything because it's not my thing. I join a lot of other people's things.
Mm-hmm.
And I in this realm, I'm going to start doing the join mine. You can become a part of mine. So we'll talk after this, Chelsea, and we'll start a day, and it will just be ours.
Okay, cool.
And Mimi will not be here because I don't trust her.
Don't do my meeting like that.
And Andrew, he's had to go seek.
What
No,
you
I'm
say,
not.
Busy Blue? You
I
said
will
you
come
can't
on.
trust me because I listen, baby, honey. So Cemented Chelsea. I've been riding for her. I don't know how many years now.
Down,
I'm
down.
you should know that I'm a real person by now, honey.
Chelsea
She's a real
turned me on to Busy Blue.
How? We don't talk about each other.
Huh?
No, we shout out each other.
Yeah.
Y'all what?
We shout out each other.
Yeah, so she turned me onto your channel last year with the what was it?
Big Brother had to be brother. Yeah.
Celebrity Big Brother.
I'm still mad at her for that.
Who?
Why?
Because she left us astray.
Is Celebrity Big Brother on again? I don't want the Big Brother. I just want to do Celebrity.
Well, at this point, we All Stars is the big because I have a frustration with the Big Brother that's happening now, and one of the people who are they're very social media.
I heard about it. I heard you talk about it with Jolene.
One of the people who are very prominent in their YouTube community, they used to do Big Brother with me, and it was just us two. And then they were like, "Oh, I'm not getting no numbers," so then they stopped doing it, and then they did something else.
Now they're on Big Brother.
No, not anymore. But then because they're so big, now they have beef, and now I'm talking about their beef with other people.
Oh, okay.
And they joined in on the call on the beef. It was like, oh, I remember you, Busy Blue. We used to do such and such, and I was like, well, girl, yeah, but you don't know us anymore. You don't even do those videos anymore. But she's a prominent YouTuber. Like she gets numbers, she gets views. The girl is out there, but we don't know each other anymore. Don't act like you know me, girl. That was years ago.
So stay about.
Stick with. I know you know because you was just there. Stick with me. Stick with me.
Well, I feel you. I feel like for me, if I was to do the regular Big Brother, that would take too much of my life because I went in on Celebrity. I mean, I was watching 24 hours a day. Like I wasn't even sleeping. I was watching all them cams in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all were hilarious. Y'all were hilarious. Because I've never watched Big Brother before, so I didn't really know what it was about. But I used to watch Chelsea every morning while I was at work.
Child,
whatever she would talk
she
about.
would fall asleep on us.
Yeah,
That was
but
the first time I saw. That
Hey,
was the first time I ever saw her fall asleep.
Production said, "Cut that damn sleeping shit out." He is not.
That
with
was
it.
the first time I ever saw her fall asleep, and I said, "You know what, girl? You better than me, girl." Because I never watch live feeds. It's not my thing. I only watch the production produced thing because I'm interested in how someone edits and puts the show together. I've always been fascinated about that. Chelsea was like, "Yeah, so tell us about Tamar."
no,
And I
remember.
stayed on it.
What I
I've
remember.
been going to sleep on YouTube for like the last 8 years. Okay, that's just how I've always been.
And I hate that Chelsea be taking the videos down because you know how like when you watch a video and you see somebody do something that's so funny and you want to go back and relive it again. I remember when they were, I don't know what it's called, but at the end of the season where everybody has to vote who's gonna win.
Yeah.
And Lola went up there and because Lola was mad that the man Ricky sent her out and kept Tamar, and she tried to give a speech or something. And Chelsea said, "Get your stupid ass on!"
Oh yeah, I do remember that,
I'm
baby.
voting for
That
whoever
shit was
wants to.
so funny. I was like, Chelsea silly. And then
Wait,
I
what?
remember because Lola was upset that he kept Tamar because they had like some type of agreement.
I just want to make sure that I'm voting for the person. Girl, just put the kid.
Yeah.
We don't need it.
And then I remember when Busy was like, what I remember most about Busy was when Lizzie Lohan mama came out. And Busy was like, she came out like, yeah, y'all, where is the drugs?
That's what kept her on this show. I will never forget her. I love her. I stand her. I need her more in my life. Her just disillusions about everything is what makes me happy. You could not have a culpable conversation with her because she was never here with you. Yeah. And I stand her so much. And I love how Candy.
They sent her a couple of bumps in their house. She had a couple of bumps.
Candy was like, "Oh, well, how do you feel about today?" "Oh, yeah, well, I just made it." And Candy still dealt with it. Talk about patience. Yeah. That's patience.
Mm-hmm.
Giselle don't even like her own children, and Candy's dealing with someone who is high as a kite.
Shantara said Chelsea would fall asleep at a red light driving. That's true. I've done that before.
I feel like she probably has.
Chelsea, you just start taking your videos down there.
No, the funny part is she be like, "Oh yeah, da, 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 da." She just be talking and we be like, "What are you talking about?" She like, "Oh, child, fell asleep," and then she talk again and she go to sleep. And I'll be like, then I'll be like, "Girl, good night, bye."
So Cecily Michelle wrote, y'all kept calling her Lindsay Lohan mom, and Busy was Lindsay Lohan mom.
That's her name. And then I would turn on Chelsea's channel, and here she was like this. "Oh no, y'all, okay, I'm back." And I was like, "Girl, turn it off." And she's like, "No.
Y'all gonna get off my girl now."
I'm just saying it'd be funny. Like she'll be talking like today.
Look,
we'll be
Chelsea,
talking
as long
about
as you talking, I'm listening.
That's why I stayed her.
She'll be like,
you know this my girl.
When did she? What was that video? She was like, "Oh, somebody trying to fight me." Da, 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 da. Then she was like, "Oh, girl, I gotta get up on sleep." Then she ended up snoring.
Then she'll wake up early in the morning. I'm sitting here.
Do y'all remember the?
And here Chelsea is in the car at Starbucks, and they better get my order right. I'm barely awake. Now you already mad at them, girl. And that's why I fell in love with her. She'll go to sleep and fall asleep on your live, but she'll wake up saying, "You better get my caramel macchiato right." That's all you need to know.
Do y'all remember when Chelsea Clark ran out of gas that time?
Oh, no, on the side of the road.
Yeah, she was
on yes, on the side of the road.
And the girl had came and picked her up, and she was like, "Y'all, I'm so glad I'm a person that could be convicted." Y'all, I was just talking about this. Y'all know who came to pick me up?
She give us a moment. She give us
she's
an icon. She's an icon. There'll never be another. Now I know you've had to rework your channel.
Yeah,
an icon.
Quit taking the videos down, Chelsea. I be looking, I laugh, and I'm like, girl, what the fucking videos at?
I would get mad when her videos would be gone, but I did understand when, because I'm a YouTuber, I was like, oh, well, I see why she changed to something else. Because sometimes I will call you the old video name. Oh, have y'all seen such a? Oh, that's not her. Actually, go follow properly. Bonafide. Her name is not cemented no more. I would get confused. But I was like, an icon, a legend. The Alpha and the Omega, there'll never be another.
You are too busy though. For real.
Girl, no. I like the people that
He
I
said,
like,
girl,
and I
no.
amplify the people that I like.
Yeah,
And
Chelsea.
you are
I
just
mean,
one of those people
and
that I
busy.
just
We
love.
need you to. I was really upset with you because I was looking forward to your reviews for the Real Housewives of Potomac this season, and it was like we didn't get any of them after the first 2 episodes.
The draw. First of all,
Not first of all.
I do the work that I do is
Mhm.
very season heavy, and
Mhm.
during the time I don't have time to play games. And I love Candace down. Okay, down. But I did more of the recorded videos than I did of the lives.
You did
I
what?
I just started to love lives. Oh,
Mhm.
Chelsea, yeah, we're gonna have to hang it
Oh,
up.
sorry. Go ahead.
But I used to like do pre-record videos, and I just learned to like lives. I was always someone who would say, I'm gonna record it, edit it, put it up, da da da. And so if I had to do all of that,
Yeah, I heard you say that this weekend that you
don't
didn't
look for me.
you
Don't
didn't
look for
like
me.
to edit.
If I could do a live,
Too
I
much. I
was
used to edit back in the day.
I saw Cemented today. I said, girl, tag me in. I am ready to come to the I feel like I have the personality and everything that everybody wants.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
do.
have to give all of that. Can I just do it on Cementus thing? Can I do it on Jolene's thing? Can I do it? So I want to give me a B character. I don't want to be the main. I want to be I definitely want to be the sidekick. I don't have the guts. I didn't grow up in an environment where people appreciated me for being me. So I don't know how to handle people being like, oh, you're so funny, we love you. I grew up in an environment where people are like, oh, he's so emotional, he's too much. Oh my God, calm down. So yeah, it's cute on here, but I have to go back to real life where the people are like, oh, you an F word, this is too much, grow up, and I don't want you around. So if
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I get off of here and I have to go back to real life, it doesn't. It's easier to just do this for a couple of minutes and go back home. So I
Well,
don't.
I
Do
love it, child.
Oh,
But I would love to stay on here with
You
y'all,
would
but
definitely
I gotta
welcome.
get up early in the morning, honey.
We love you,
Okay,
busy. I like you.
hold on. Mimi's leaving out. Thank you so much for coming through, Mimi, and we'll see you next time. Okay.
Bye, Mimi. Have a nice night.
Bye. Y'all have a good night.
Okay. Bye. I do have a couple more things on the housewives though, but go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, busy. That's the only reason why I watched the stuff with Jolene because you over there.
you know, and this is why I like
I like Jolene too.
Cemented. You know, since the beginning. Now the girl, she was touch and go sometimes with her religion, and I hate that you're here, but I gotta be honest.
Who, me?
Yeah, but I feel like she appreciated me just for being me.
Yeah. Oh, I see what
And
you said. Okay.
her God thing, I was like, well, hold on, I don't fit into that. But I was never ostracized or felt some type of way. And in my
Good.
real life,
Because some folks be trying to act like I'm trying to do something. I'm like, I ain't.
they're projecting. Because in my real life, once I get off of this, and then once I start to go back to the real life, then it's like it's stuff I have to deal with that makes me feel like I shouldn't do this in real life. Because sometimes I feel like this whole YouTube thing is a facade. Y'all like me, but in the real life, the girls are ready to attack me down.
Right.
And she made me feel like I can feel this way and still love you. Or I can have this belief and still love you. And I think she was one of the first people that made me feel like, oh, okay. Now it was touch and go. It was touch and go. But when I would listen to, she would be like, you know what? The Bible said this and God said this, and I don't want to be this. But da da da. And I said, you know what? We can all be here. I fit into that. In real life, I don't fit into that. And I'm excluded. I'm not a part of it. And because this is not real life, sometimes it's hard for me to say, you know, I'm gonna do videos regularly. Yeah. Because my real life is my regular thing, and I don't get pumped up enough. So I get excited about people like you, Andrew, when I was like, oh, give them the business, Andrew. Every time you question them, I don't like Rich Andrew. Sorry. We're like, oh, what is she apologizing for? Oh, what should she say sorry for? Why should she worry about her children? That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. And when I'm listening to Minton, she's like, oh, but what is the girl? You're right. People feel the way I feel, and I don't feel so different on
Good.
here.
That's what's
So
up.
I love y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Mhm.
Minton, you're an icon. You're a legend. The one, the only. Now you've had to change your
Why
name
my
several
subscribership don't look like that then?
because you know you've gone
You're
into
not gonna. You want me to be honest?
All
I
right,
think
be
that
honest.
people be. I think that you have. I don't think that you're consistent.
I think she is.
Well, now, but I think that you, because sometimes you'll like a episode will come out. We're gonna have a review into Thursday. You know,
Right.
and I think that because I honestly feel like you bum to me.
Thank you.
You see, meant to you the shit, and I would not be pumping. Trust me, I will not be trying to get on these lives if you weren't. I like you, and I've watched your channel. I found you in 2000. Well, I don't know what year it was, but it was Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 9, when you would be in your closet.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I like when I was in my apartment and I used to be standing up.
I didn't know it then. And then
just getting random drinks. I was like, what are we doing here? Hey y'all, hold on. And she put the phone down and then she's ordering something. And I was like, is she dating someone? And she was in the midst of dating.
Chelsea will be waiting over there eating guacamole and shit, talking about her day with the phone down, and I just be listening.
Hold on. And then I'll be sitting there for 20 minutes. I'm thinking, are we still on? Should I comment? Should I not comment? Is this a community? I wasn't sure where we were, but I knew that I loved her mindset. I loved her brain. I loved her. I just everything about her I loved. And I hated
I can't. Well, I'm glad that y'all came after I changed the channel because I liked how free I was before I changed the channel. But no, some stuff happened with some other people on here that I just decided that I'm not gonna do. And then my professional job, like I changed the job twice, so I'm like, we're gonna have to keep it, tightened up a little bit better than it used.
How do you feel? That's my dilemma right now. I have it's a very stringent job. So me being me, if y'all saw it, I feel like this is real me, and when I turn this camera off, it's fake me. But I live more fake me than I do real me, and it's better that way so that I can make money and prosper and be successful. Do you feel like you're more real you here or more real you off cam?
I think I'm pretty much real me at both places. It's just I watch some stuff that I say on here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of I cuss a lot more in real life than I do on the channel.
Girl, tell us about it.
A lot, and so I have to try to draw that down here too.
I wouldn't have thought that.
Then I get angrier quicker in real life than I do here. Like I know y'all done seen me cuss out people and go off on people on here and stuff like that. Like
you've been patient lately.
Yeah, I'm trying to be. More people will be pleased out if you my real life.
Emotional, you get because I get excited emotional. Now I'm not a cusser like that because I love language. Oh, and you give me a good word and I can call you it.
Hey, I am spelling bee champion 2nd grade to 8th grade.
You better be okay.
So I know words too, but I like the fluffy ones sometimes.
Amen. So I lost in buoyant, so I always say buoyant. But I'm not a cusser like that because I always want to look for the best word. But I do know once I start to get frustrated, or I get loud and aggravated. But I feel like you've been frustrated, but I don't feel like I've ever seen you. I had to think about it. Sorry. I don't think I've ever seen you irate to the point where it's like, because there's some people I was like,
no, I
have.
You have?
Yeah, I don't want to come in on it because I don't like mess.
Well, you like it now. That was
He
her
don't like
present.
mess. He said he don't like mess.
It's
Yeah.
her present.
No, I've seen.
She has more patience on here, but she still is the same.
Alright.
That's what I feel. I feel like maybe she like me, maybe she don't because I'm gay, but she not telling me to go away. You know, and I feel like the
Okay,
old one.
let's just cut the gay. Let's just talk about the gay stuff. I don't have a problem with anyone being gay. I'm not on here like, oh yeah, we're all cool because we're on here, and then when we get here, no, my stance is the same. My religious belief is what my religious belief is. I have gay homeboys. Shantara knows someone that we all grew up with. Or well, shit, I don't know if they
This
really
is Shantara
think
that you
they
grew up
gay. You know,
with.
we think they gay because they ain't really came out. But I have ex-boyfriends that are gay that have come out. I don't have a problem with that part. It's when you start doing not you, but it's certain things that go some queeny type shit and messy, nasty type shit that I've seen. It's like I can comment on that, but I mean I can't comment on that. But when you come on YouTube as a gay man, you can comment on the bitchy, mean shit that black women or just women do. You can do that. But when I start talking about how the queens do, you know what I'm saying, and some of the more effeminate gays I've seen them do. Oh, now you're being homophobic. No, baby, I'm talking about your personality. I'm talking about the shit that you did, your actual actions. So don't try to do me. You know,
And that's another thing. That's a true thing within the LGBT community too, though, because Busy earlier when I was on the thing with Sherelle, they were over there trying to. Some people were trying to say that Michael was gay, right, and trying to paint him
I hate
as
that.
was trying to paint that on him
Mhm.
without any hard facts. But if he was to say something like you're labeling somebody something that this person has clearly said that he wasn't, you right? And if he was to say something back for you, it'll be, oh, cancel, get them off the show, blah, 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 blah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it can't be both ways. You know what I'm saying?
I
You
get
can't.
that. I haven't had that. So I wouldn't consider myself gay. I would consider myself bisexual. Also, just call me who I am. As long as you're attractive and you want to have, you know, whatever you want to have with me.
How old are you, Busy?
I'm ready. That's gonna be a concern.
The bisexual that sent me. I'm like, oh really? That's something new I've
Yeah.
learned.
So I like in the last 2 years are my first boyfriends. Throughout that. So I am in the very early 30s.
Okay.
Less than 33.
I remember. I know. I seen it somewhere. It was your birthday on Instagram
I
or
don't
something.
tell people all of that information, but I'm young. But I remember I always felt like, yo, as long as you love me, you can have whatever you want from me. Because that's what's most important to me. Just being a human and seeing me, is what's most important. And I think I get that from my mom. Like people are rude, people are mean, people are nasty, and if you find a connection, take that connection. However you want to take it. And boy, girl, indifferent. That's just how I live life. So sometimes it's actually more of my friends, family members, or partners who say bisexual, because I'll say I'm straight and they're like bisexual. I'll say I'm gay, bisexual, because I don't subscribe to any of those things.
Label.
Love who loves me. And it is frustrating sometimes when I get into the community and they're like, oh, if you feel this way, if you date this person this way, then that's what it is. I don't feel like it's happened over here. You definitely have strong beliefs. And I love that because mine have to shift. I don't know what I'm gonna feel whatever way. And I wish I could just subscribe to one thing or be a part of one thing. Now I am learning that life don't work that way. And you have to, maneuver and change or whatever. And I also then feel like the person I appreciated and love for that is doing the same thing. And I don't feel like you ever talked down or been any way about a specific group. You had feelings about specific people, and I didn't know what they were, but I was like, I'm sure that she's a queen. Like I'm sure she deserves whatever she's giving. Because I feel like you're a good judge of character. The best? Who knows? I'm not the best, but I follow you enough, and I trust your judgment enough to say, you know what? Let's look at them a little bit. Maybe they're queening out a little bit. They look a little manly today, but maybe they are queening out in front of her. We gotta see that, and I appreciate that about you. That I don't have that channel no more. They exited out. but I feel. Hold on, excuse me. Can I get a comment on my kid? But I'm still gonna do who I am over here. And I say, you know what? I'm gonna subscribe and I'm gonna be here for her. And I'll
Good.
the channel. I haven't felt like you were talking. I don't want to say that. I don't know how much I felt like it was an attack on me as a person.
Mhm.
But I feel like you spoke your truth, and I couldn't deny or push away that this is what she lives and this is how she feels. And you have every right to feel and live and do and all of that. And I loved and stand and still do and always will you, like just being the person that you are.
Thank you.
And you, your daughter, wherever you live, however y'all do it, I'll be there in the background saying, y'all better go. Y'all better, I stand, bitch. You better go. Because you
Well,
are
then
good.
when me and production get our channel, you have to come see our channel too.
I don't know about all of that.
Why you don't want to come see me in production talk?
Because my consistency is horrible
Oh.
because of my lifestyle.
Oh, you don't have to come on. Just check us out. Check our channel out.
I'll tweet it. I'll say, "Oh, I'll be here," and then I'll leave.
Okay. So, okay, wait. While we're talking about the sexuality gay thing, let's talk about Wendy's son.
Which one?
Cruz. You know which one I'm talking about? The one that had the heels on, and then how did y'all feel about
The oldest one had the heels on.
I didn't
No,
feel
it was a young
It
one.
wasn't?
It was the youngest one. It was the youngest one who's going to Power Ranger school because I say that all the time now.
Wait, busy. First, let's talk about the fact that Bravo showed that little boy's underwear.
Wait, Chelsea, let me say something real quick. Let's start way back when she was at the thing with Robin, and she was like, "Oh, look at the way he run." You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
He was running to the ice cream truck. Wendy.
Oh, Wendy clocked her own son running crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But go ahead.
I wouldn't have did that to my son on the thing.
Yeah, she said that she was like, because the oldest boy.
You don't know what that's about.
Yeah, the oldest boy went to go get some ice cream, and she was like, "You don't want no ice cream?" He was like, "I do want ice cream." She was like, "Go run to get it." He ran, and she was like, "Look at the way he run, girl."
Yeah, that ain't cool. So they probably thought they had all kind of license to do whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
I
then
was not here for his underwear being on TV. And his booty to be turned. He was turned out and was, I don't know if he was digging in his booty or if he was pointing, just whatever he was doing, he tried to pull his pants up or something. I was not here for that at all.
they showed Robin kids like that before too, though.
In underwear?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I'm not here. Yeah, 2 or 3, but 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't want to see no underwear on no kids.
At this one, no underwear should be shown on television, but I do feel like kids are kids. Like I know that I grew up in an environment where people were like, "Oh, that's the F word. Look at him. He gonna grow up. He gonna be that way." And it was frustrating because I wasn't even thinking about that. That adults think about that or become that before you even think about that.
Right.
Because think, "Oh, look at that straight child. Look at her. She's gonna talk to him." No one say that to straight children. They only they become hypersensitive or focused on anyone that they feel like is different. Thankfully, sometimes I had a mother who was ready to fight, argue, and cuss out and do whatever. So my mom is not me. And, it's a complete opposite. My mother is, "Oh, you said what?" And she's ready to fight. And she'll fight you, scrap you. There's people who are like, "You know what? I thought I had something to say to you, but I don't because I found out who your mom was." We're just totally different. I hated her growing up because I felt like she was embarrassing me. And now that I'm older, I feel like, you know what? She kept me from a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So today, the girls do not play with my mom. You better not even act like you're about to. And I'm still like, you know what? Let's just press charges. And I got something to press. Like that, we're just vastly different. But growing up in a community like that, my cousins would have been look at them. Mm-mm.
Listening. Your
Don't
cousin.
talk to. Make sure you don't. Make sure. I vividly remember, and this is the only thing I could remember from my childhood in this realm or spectrum. One of my older cousins was having a birthday party for their son, and the son gravitated towards me. So it's like, oh, we're gonna have a good party, da da. Da. And the mother of the son was like, make sure y'all watch him. I want to make sure that nothing happens with him or da da da. And my brother, this was his birthday party. Let's be clear. If anybody's gonna be successful, it's gonna be my son. And you can take your son and remove him and do whatever you do. We don't need to worry about what's gonna. And she bopped her and left her. No, my mom was ready to bop, and it's always been embarrassing. I can't change her. That's what my mom has always been. I love her. I stand her. I've always been afraid of it. But my mom is ready to bop, rock a socket bop him, whoever she has to, because she's like, oh, my son is amazing, and y'all the problem. And I never felt that way because America feels like I'm the problem, and their people are amazing. And the only thing I did was say, oh, you know what? I'm gonna make sure this guy has an amazing birthday. Oh, watch him. He may touch him. He may do this. I don't want him to bring this into my son. Girl, yeah. And I will say he is in jail. 2 baby mamas. He's not getting out. It's quick to judge in our community. I grew up in a community where it was quick to look at me like, oh no, hold on, you're about to be the one. And all the people who were the one was the people that nobody was worried about.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't me.
Okay, but what? Okay, listen. I love the story, and I love that your mom fought for you, and you got to see her fight for you because that.
I hated it. You can hate it too.
Right, that's a good thing for children to see too, especially if the children are socially different. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be sexuality or folks that just don't integrate with people well and stuff like that. But like, what is Bravo doing? Because they keep showing us this little boy in these little lights. That to me is kind of sneaky.
I think what they're doing is highlighting. If I'm gonna give them leeway. If I'm not gonna give them leeway, it's the connection with her and her son, and how it don't matter. Like, oh, look at him, look at that boy run. Now, it's frustrating.
The high heels, though. The high heels.
Oh, I'm different, and I'm not hyper masculine, so I have a different. Just walk around in those things, like, because it's not fun. Girls don't like walking in high heels. Like, no one likes walking in high heels. You, girls, grandma, grandpa, these things are not fun. And appreciate whoever does it for you. I didn't get anything from them showing him walking in high heels. I thought, just kid. But I know I didn't grow up in a community where, oh, you had those on, that must say something about you. He could have been just like probably bringing them to his mom and saying, oh, why would anybody walk in these? Let me put them on, and walking them to his mom. But we didn't grow up in a community where you could just be jovial. You could just say, oh, why is she wearing this thing? Let me put them down. Oh, Mom, these are uncomfortable. I don't know if he said that to her.
Okay, so wait, you just made a good point because I'm also someone who says that I don't like boy children sitting under a bunch of gossiping women. Have you ever heard me say that?
I have, but I don't like girls, children sitting under gossiping women. There's some conversations children don't need to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay,
I don't think sexuality plays a role into any of that.
No, but personality. Because remember, I said like I don't think that a lot of the queenie stuff that I see is sexuality based. I see that it's personality based.
So I think what the difference is with men and women, and I feel like some effeminate men carry those feminine traits more than masculine men.
But is it not impersonation though? You know what I'm saying? To some degree, it's impersonation. It's what you've seen and what you've connected with. So when people say keep them kids out, keep them boys out of women's conversation, get that girl from doing all that boy stuff and things like that or whatever. It's not necessarily to dog anyone that doesn't meet those social norms. A lot of times it's like it's the truth. Imitation does breed your own your personality. Like what you see can feed into your environment. Your environment, you can become a product of your environment.
I don't think that I will say I grew up with fighting, shooting, guns, drugs, and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I could not wait to get out of it.
Right.
I was more focused on why do you feel like you need to do this? And everybody around me hated it.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. When I was dating women loved it. Like, yo, tell me why you love this color, why you feel this way. Blah, blah, blah. The first time I dated a man, and it was like, okay, yo, so why is this your favorite food? It just is. Mm-hmm. And I realized, well, hold on, this is not the same concept. I still have problems to this day. I still have problems. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, well, I know that you say you want this every Tuesday, Thursdays. Why? Just because. I think emotions based or communications based is not rooted in our African American community. I also subscribe to children I've seen, not heard, but then I also realize that can also stifle them because I grew up in a community where everybody goes to the basement. The basement was finished, and the bigger cousins watch whoever the little cousin was, but nobody comes upstairs until your mom or your auntie or whoever says your plate is ready. Now that I'm older and watching him walk across, like I know that my family seeing him walking those hills would have been like, oh, take those off. Oh, you this, you're that. It would have been a million assumptions. I don't want to say assumptions. He would have been a certain thing or targeted a certain thing, and that would have been it for the rest of his life. 38 years old. You remember you had those hills on you, F word? And that would have been it.
Well, I would have made him take them off. I would have made him take them off real quick. Like honestly,
I would have been asking.
I don't think Wendy saw him with them on.
Oh, okay. I hear you, but I'm saying, and then let's say it's the fourth time I seen you do it. Then I'm like, okay,
he likes hills. He likes to wear heels more. So the thing is, where I'm from New York, and in New York, the girls like Timbs. You put the Timbs on. Mm-hmm. I can't stand the Timberland boot. Do not put that heavy thing on. It's so much weight I gotta carry. But I'm just trying to tiptoe through, and I gotta carry these because and they like Timbs. And I still don't understand to today why we have to wear those heavy things. Those construction boots, please, I don't want them. Like in girls, boys, everybody wears Timbs. But okay.
Oh, go ahead. But what?
But it's just like I want to just be able to say, you know what? I was trying them out because I know y'all want me to do it, or I thought they were interesting, so I was trying to figure out how they felt.
Right.
Not that this was who I was going to become, or this is who I want to be. People try and choose all the time. I just want to see how it felt. And the Black community, I feel like they catch you. That's it. We're not looking at any other aspect. Thank God I had a straight stepfather because I was watching his video, his X videos, and then it was like, okay, well, you want to do this. It could have been any other video, but it was that video which made it seem like, okay, well, he wants this, he wants to be a part of this, da da da. I don't know if I didn't want to be a part of the other stuff because I never saw that stuff.
Right.
But the only thing he was doing was saying, you know what, these are not walkable or these are harder to walk in. Because he could appreciate women more as he's grown up. I know how difficult it is, and not be gay. Like I'm gonna help you go to the restaurant. I know it's not easy to walk in these shoes, and let's go. Instead, our community says, "Oh, you put those on. You're this. You're that. I can't believe you. And why would you ever be caught dead in a?" It's just hard. You can't experience anything without becoming it.
Andrew, okay, I hear you. Andrew, what you think about this conversation?
I honestly, so when the episode aired, when Wendy and Robin was in the park,
Mm-hmm.
I honestly didn't see anything wrong with the way that he was running.
Or that
But
she said that. Or that she said that.
yeah, and when I saw the boy with the underwear out, he's 4, right? And I felt like probably he was having a hard time pulling up his pants. But when I saw with the heels on, I was thinking in my mind, like, oh my God, social media is about to eat them up, right?
Right.
For them being a Nigerian family, first of all.
Yeah.
And then the boy being in the heels. And then I immediately thought back to when she said, oh, look at the way he run. Look at how he run, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of that just popped into my mind. And I don't know.
Well, I kind of feel like this. I feel like it's something going on with Bravo, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's Bravo. Like, I do not like the little boy. I don't care. I thought he was like 6, but I didn't like that panties and then his booty being, or not panties, underwear and his booty being tooted up. And then you cut in like 20 seconds later, him in high heels. Like, y'all are grown people editing stuff. What are you trying to edit it to look like? You know what I'm saying?
I get that, and I feel like I think what's more important than anything else. I don't know. People hate this. I think Wendy is just a loving mother, wife, partner, daughter, and everyone feels like Wendy is amazing. And I want to make sure that her children, who knows what Bravo's about to show, as long as her son feels like, did you feel comfortable in those shoes? No, take them off. They give that to me. Because you can be super straight and say, you know what, I feel like heels work better. And then in this realm and in this world, unfortunately, because prior to, people feel like you couldn't find anyone else. In this realm, you could find someone who is a woman who likes a straight man who likes heels. Like, we siloed each other. I'm just saying, people like a lot of stuff.
Honestly,
And we lived in a world where if you're not like this, you're not going to find anyone. And I'm starting to realize someone likes someone for everything. You could be someone who says, you know what? I just want to date someone who has someone who knows someone with the letter G. And I can date that person and find that thing, and no one thinks it's weird. If he is straight and says, you know what? I'm straight. I just like the way heels feel. If he gonna take a couple of guys, couple of tries, or a couple of girls, he can find someone though who's like, oh, I don't care about you wearing heels. Are you gonna give it to me from the back like I want it? Like, it's some people don't care about certain things. We've become accustomed to men being with women being with men. You need to be with this, or men being with men, women be with who makes you happy and who appreciates you for being you. And he didn't look comfortable wearing those shoes. But if he was, I'm 100% positive he could find a woman who's like, okay, yeah, and I like the Giuseppe's too. So when we get married, so I can talk about the other stuff. Like this my new. And I don't think that we grow up enough in the African American community where you can be all things, you can be all spectrums, you can like this and still be cool. You can be a fashion designer and still love women. Like, I can't like art and still like women in the black community. I can't be artistic and be a tone my feelings and still.
But I don't think a lot of times that a lot of this stuff, some of the stuff that you say, especially like the artists and some of the creativeness and stuff, a lot of that creativeness comes with a lot of brokenness. And that's another thing that blacks are fighting. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of it's because like me, even me as a woman, like I was very much into like performing arts and stuff like that. And like a lot of times like the I'm not gonna act like some of the guys that weren't in there that were black, like they weren't super masculine. They had more of a caring, you know, more like uh I ain't gonna say soft.
Feminine
No,
qualities.
not necessarily. Yeah, but not necessarily effeminate. It was I was going for like where they were more compassionate and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you know
Come
that
from
was
a home of love.
And that's weird to some people. Oh, you're wondering if I am sad?
yeah. And so yeah, so I wasn't used to that. But like I feel like a lot of times we avoid the men who are more artistic and more creative because, like I said, it comes with a financial instability a lot of times that most black people are trying to rid themselves of.
I can see that. I only say feminine because at this point it's just the easy style to put my feelings up. I'm emotional and I care about everyone deeply. So if I become in a relationship with someone, even all girls is like, oh, he cares about you deeply. Like he wants to know. I want to know what you like to eat, what you don't like to eat, where you're from. I become, I become your mama's boy. Like I'm enveloped in your life,
Mhm.
and then it becomes, no, he gay. It's too much. And now the mamas don't know how to say because I want to be a part of your life. Because I love you. Now I'm just gay because now your mama don't want to talk to me anymore. You could be straight or gay, and your mama still like me.
Wait, so you mean to tell me you like be going with a girl, fall in love with them, but the mama sensed some gayness in you, and then the
Oh no, I thought now the mama is in love with me. Like I want to know what's going on with the family. Let's do something. And now the daughter is like, yeah, it was supposed to be this much.
mm.
Some women don't want to be a replication of their mothers. So if I'm like, if their mom is like, oh, you should bring him over next time. No, why?
Oh, you're saying if you got encapsulated like with their family and you know all that stuff like that, and then the mom starts looking for the man, like they don't like. Well, I mean, he's
Now
gay.
the daughter, yeah, the daughter's like, he don't have to come to everything. I feel like he's gay because now the mom is like, oh, why did you bring Busy Blue over?
I like how you never say your name. I wish I would have never said my name on here too. But anyway,
And I never will. First of all,
It's so
this
funny
is
the
my
other
name.
day. It's so funny the other day somebody was like, Busy Blue, is Busy Blue your real name? And how
It
did you
sure
get
is.
that
I
name?
was
And he was
born with
like,
this
yes,
name.
it is.
I came out.
I came out the womb, they named me Busy.
Exactly. This is my government name. I know that I hate it, but I was born with this. And when I was born, someone said this is your name. Like I didn't change it. Sorry.
They was like, how did you come up with it? He was like, you have to ask this person that name.
I told him,
okay,
and you know.
can I keep it real with you on that stuff about the mama and the girl saying he ain't got to come to everything? Sometimes you want your man to be with you. You know what I'm saying? Come to the shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your gay homeboy every time you go. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to be in those, especially if it's like Christmas. Sometimes you know you want to be in that type of like.
But what's independent? Do you think that your daughter, and I'm only using her as an example because I feel like she'll stand up.
She got gay
But
homeboy.
do you feel like she'll fall in love with someone who's like, you know what? I want to. Your mother is a replication of who you may be. So I wanna make sure I know who she is. So then now you fall in love with him. Like, oh
Wait, are you wait? I'm sorry. Are y'all in a relationship? Because that I'm lost somewhere.
yeah,
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. So I take that completely back. So you and the girl would be in a relationship.
yeah. I just started dating dudes 2 years ago. Every time before then, I was always in a relationship with women, and their mothers will love me. Like, oh, this is the guy. You can do it. You're too close.
And you think that the girl would tell you you were too close because they knew that you were bisexual?
I don't know what the reason was, but I knew that they did not like that their mama liked me.
Oh, really? I love my mama like my man. Sure, I be
Do
trying
you,
to force a nigga on her. You know?
Did you always feel that way?
Huh? I've always loved when my parents love my
Some
mom.
people like bad boys. It was like, oh yeah, my mama won't like you.
Oh no, I never been like no bad boy. I mean, they might have did some bad
So
stuff,
you
but
think your daughter would bring? She's only gonna bring to you people who you would like.
no, she the first one she ever liked. I liked him for a quick minute. Then I realized he was Eddie Haskell in me. I was like, oh no, but I got you, boo. I see what you doing. You
How
know,
long did you stay with him?
probably about 6 months. Now she keep everybody on the outside because she know I got that eye on them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So then now I'll bring anybody to you.
yeah,
Until,
because they ain't right. Because my thing is this: if they're not coming how I feel like they should come, I'm gonna say something. Like, don't come to pick up my daughter and you outside honking the horn in my yard. I don't think so. Get your funk ass out and come ask for her at the door.
well, what if that's what she wants? Honk at me.
you
Well,
know,
let them home at a house that you pay for, not mine. I
Busy,
don't
do
want
you date men exclusively now, or
Oh no. And this is
or
what
you just started dating men 2 years ago?
I started dating men 2 years ago, but I date whoever makes me happy. And I
to.
know people hate that. I, Gay,
But
straight.
y'all are pretty serious though.
Oh, me and my partner now?
You're
Yeah.
married, right?
No, I'm not married.
No,
Um,
y'all tight though.
yeah, me and my partner are very close, but every partner I've had is very close.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a serial dater.
Okay.
And everybody can't get this thing. Like I'm just very serious with that.
That's how my boy.
Um, it's it's just what it is. It's a minimum amount of people who could talk about what they got with busy, okay? And how they were hypnotized. And a lot of people. I date men and women. I date individuals who make me happy, and what I'm looking for is happiness.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna be a man, trans woman, boy, girl, indifferent, public. I don't know what it's gonna be. What I do know is that I did not grow up in an environment where people were like, "You are amazing. You got this. You're gonna be able to do it." Ooh, whoa. So if someone is making me feel like I can do, you got a chance. And if I can forever have that chance, we'll make it work. But
Yeah.
I don't put that on any type of um gender neutrality. I didn't grow up with a dad. He was in jail when my mom had me. So I just want someone to love me. And I don't know what form that's gonna come in, which is why later in my life I say, you know what? This man is actually giving me what I need. And I didn't look at it as daddy issues or gay. I know that I felt good. And unfortunately, the society was like, oh, so then, oh, if you're going to spend your life with this person, then you're gay. So then I looked at it as gay. And I just want to be happy. If I could be with, what's it, Dylan's, Heather's, Auntie with the oxygen mask on, not their fiance. I just want someone who cares about me and wants me to feel good. Male, women, or indifferent.
Andrew, do you date women?
Uh-uh.
You never have.
Like middle school, high school, just to fit in.
Oh, see, I love the women physique. Everything about the woman body is amazing. Everything
And it's so
about the
funny
woman
because
body is amazing. Everything about the male body is amazing. But what matters to me more than anything else is you in my mind. Because you can love me and date me and give me everything I need all night long. But then you're like, I have no idea why you're acting like this. Then you actually don't like me. You don't care about me. You don't know me. And that's more important than anything else.
Yeah. All right.
I
What
ain't
would you say?
back, but I didn't know if you was a boy or girl.
Who said that? To who?
Just in general. I
Who?
mean, it feels the same.
Well, India E says, I feel like when people see things in a child, the heels, the way he ran, and automatically put them in a box, he's 4, he's not anything yet. I kept that up there so long, but I agree, Chelsea, Bravo can be projected a certain image. Yeah, I think so too. I have seen it come to pass too many times that some stuff you see when these children are little is exactly what the hell it is from the beginning. Like the first time I saw that happen, it was my sister's best friend's son, and she had a baby with her daddy. Her daddy had raped her, and she had a baby at 12 years old with her daddy. And my mom took the girl and the baby in and fostered them till the girl graduated from high school. The little boy, baby, it was nonstop. We were just like looking at him like, yeah. Nobody said no F word, nothing like that. But we knew what time it was, okay? And when he got to like 16, 17, we started seeing it full blown. You know what I'm saying? Like he was definitely but then he started going to church around 19. By 22, he was married with a woman and he denounced all that. But
you let them. What frustrates me is that women can be tomboys, and I know so many women in my lifetime who are tomboys.
mm-hmm.
They can do whatever, dress as a boy, baggy clothes, whatever, and no one says anything. That's just
get into it. I know so many men that can go screw 80 people in a week, and it's just them sowing their wild oats, but we'll be all kind of hoes.
Oh, see, I don't know that in a younger life.
No, that's regardless. There's some things that women get away that men can't, and vice versa.
True, I can't take that away. I know growing up, men could not be effeminate, but girls could be masculine as they wanted to be. I'm about to look at Escape. Like I'm about to look at Aaliyah. I'm about to be in masculine.
No, that was
I want to wear baggy clothes.
That was the time period, though.
Yeah, but what 12 could put on heels?
Well, I think that the thing is, I've met a lot of women. So I've met a lot of women that really would sleep with a bisexual man and be in a relationship with a bisexual man.
Mm-hmm.
Though, but a lot of
they would. You said they would, right?
They would. Like they say that they won't, but they will.
Oh, trust me, I know. I'm
but most women will be like, in front of people, hell no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? But they will.
I'm a nigga just like everybody else. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't no different from other. Like I am who I am, and there's some people who be like, oh, I'll never. I could meet a girl, boy in the club and be like, you know what? Let's talk. What's going on? Like, tell me about you gonna date me because I know how I can make you date me.
True, India. I learned that later in my life. Effeminate doesn't equal gay all the time. There are a lot of masculine gay men. Yes, I have learned that.
Oh yeah, and I hate them. They cute for certain reasons, but they don't get you either. Okay, emasculate gay men. I'll leave it to you.
I grew up with a bunch of effeminate men. I grew up with young guys. They gossip. They kept up bullshit with us. You know what I'm saying? They'll fight with girls and dudes too. You know what I'm saying? And some of them may have gotten caught up with a man at some point in time when we grew up. But then there's others that never have children and everything. But when I tell you they was the most gossiping, messy MFs ever in life, oh my God.
Are so easier to deal with. I always tell all of my partners, they always say, you hang around. Women are so much, I know women hate women, but women are so much easier to deal with than men because men are shields. And I would rather deal with a girl being like, you know what? I hate that you always around, and I can't stand. Girl, I could definitely deal with that more than I'm cool. But no, you're not. No, it's cool. That's something. That is the harder thing to break through than someone saying, I'm gonna whoop your ass because you're dealing with my husband or somebody else. I could deal with that. Way easier. Or I like this person and you shouldn't like them too. I can deal with that. Men don't do that. Oh yeah, that one. Oh yeah, sure, cool.
Okay, let's
That's
flip
it.
it one more time. Let's flip it back one more time. What do y'all think about Karen not acknowledging Ray's part in her ascent?
So I feel like one, I don't think this marriage is gonna last, and I think that Karen doesn't understand how she plays a role into it.
Y'all think this is real?
Yes,
Yeah, Andrew doesn't think it's real.
Andrew, follow me.
Look, I think that Karen making Ray work for that money that she let him hold.
Thank you so much. Follow me. So, Karen. Now, I didn't grow up in Virginia, but I worked heavily in Virginia. Surrey is not the place you want to be from. I just want to be open and frank. Surrey, where Karen is from, is not the place you want to be from. No
How
one wants
far
to
is
be
it from Hampton?
Hampton's on the peninsula of Surrey, isn't?
Well, Hampton is not. First of all, if you're in the Hampton realm and you're of color, more like you're broke and poor and you're in the ghetto.
Yeah.
It's not even like you're because Potomac is where the rich blacks are. If you Potomac is where a place where if you're black, you're
Well, Rich Andrew said it's not a lot of. I believe Rich Andrew said that it's not a lot of black people in Potomac.
and if you're black there, you're most likely black. You're most likely rich.
Okay.
You got the funds. You got the coins. I don't even know where the poor people would be in Potomac. White, black, indifferent, Asian. I wonder where the poor people will go. Hampton.
Come back to Ray and Karen.
Karen has lived her life. Daughter gone. First of all, he took care of her son. That wasn't even his child. I feel like I could date him too. Hey, girl. Either way, he did everything he could for these children. Got them where they need to be. If we want to be honest with ourselves, Ray has been ready to go to Florida 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
When all of that stuff happened, he stayed here. Oh no, this is too much. Da da da. And we went on. Our daughter's going to college. Ray was ready to go to Florida. They didn't go. Next year, we're trying to fix whatever's going on. I have Ladam perfume. We're gonna do whatever it is. Ray's still trying to fix whatever's going on. Ladam. Oh yeah, she's in her first year. My son comes down sometimes. Third year. I feel like you feel jealous of my fame. Girl, you're Karen Huger because I'm a Huger. Not because you're a Huger. You are who you are because of me. Oh, you think so? I'm trying to, and I'm not sure. I do feel like Karen, as much as I feel like she wants to, I do feel 100% she loves Ray. No question.
Is she what?
Loves Ray.
Loves Ray. Okay. Great.
I do not feel like she understands or feel or connects with what Ray has done for her. It's like when you raise children who are privileged, but they don't understand that their privilege is because of you. Oh, you didn't do anything for me. Because when he was like, okay, yeah, we did work hard for this. She's a housewife because he made her a housewife. Not because she just randomly was a housewife. Because she could have married some broke nigga and not been on the show. She is a real housewife because of him. Ray still has the number one stock of all of the. Y'all can Google it. No one in Potomac is making more money than Ray of the husbands. Yes, that business deal was a bad business deal.
And why never look like it? I just wanted to say, like, why her kitchen never looks like, oh, she's renting all the time, except for that first one. But she's renting now. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because her aesthetic is still in the 70s. I can't change the fact that she liked the 70s aesthetic. Girl,
Yeah.
it's that 70s show. Can I get a little flair here? Bell bottoms here. That's what she liked. I'm sorry, I can't change that. But the other girls are not. That man owed over $5 million. He don't owe that no more.
Yeah, he paid it in one season.
That was 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
But the girls are not saying, you know what, y'all got that coin. They're still saying, did he owe taxes one time? Girl, first of all,
They don't
Sam is asking me for $40,000. This man paid over $1 million in one season. And Sally Mae better be lucky if I even pick up the phone. It's not the same thing.
That was $5 million, and I think that on the show, people don't respect Black intellect, right?
I feel like Black women, and what frustrates me is because then I get a Black man who comes on and say gay men and Black women. Black women cannot be smart. They can't be headstrong. They can't be leaders of the community. Can't be pillars. They can't be. Ashley's not doing nothing wrong. Karen's not doing nothing wrong. Ashley's Wendy's mother's not doing anything wrong. You can just be a strong Black woman and moving forward. In our community, they don't appreciate that. So when I say stuff like that or people act like that, oh, that's a B. Oh, you can't be that, and no, it's other reasons. I truly believe that Karen's a strong woman, smart too.
Right.
She's gonna make the money. Girl, I went to Taco Bell first, but now I'm doing Ladon, and that's that on that. Yes, I met Michael. He said you can't talk about this on camera. Now I'm saying, can we do a post now? And he's saying yes, and that's that on that. Black women can't be strong, spearheading strong individuals on television. And I don't want that to be the case. And because I push that, it frustrates me. I don't want to say that Candace isn't that. I don't know if I'm gonna raise a child that's more or less bitch ass as Candace. I want my child to be absolved of worry. Girl, whatever you want, your daddy got you. And I feel like that's what her mom gave her. And now
we are talking about Karen and Ray, man.
Karen deserves whatever she can get, and all y'all hoes need to stand back and stand by like the Proud Boys.
No. What I'm talking about is Karen and Ray. You think it's real. I kind of think it's real too. Andrew doesn't think it's real.
Andrew, you think it's fake?
I don't like the way that they set up and they said, and he said, yeah, we did whatever. And I feel like this is where a lot of women today go wrong. Yes, you want to be independent, you want to be free, but I'm sorry, and I do agree with this. Like the woman is not the dominant sex. I'm just letting you know we are a man. Period. This is the truth. And that man, in this case, he worked his butt off to get you to a point to where you would even be considered to be on this show. So while you want to say you want to be free and dependent on reaching a level of success, you need to be honest in his contribution to that. And for you to sit in his face and act like there was none by him, that is why you're having problems out of him. And that women need to stop acting like, oh, just because you done made it, it was just off your own back. You know what I'm saying? And just hear me roar, I am woman. No, you need to really thank the people who got you there. And a lot of times, whether you find it unfortunate or not, it is a man. Not all the time, but a lot of times.
Andrew
when she did that conversation with him, I knew why he was feeling the way he was feeling about her. Go ahead.
I just feel like that Karen was talking like she was really this public figure.
Like she would be called out on engagement, speaking engagement.
Yeah, like girl, you a Bravo celebrity.
But listen, I have seen Karen catch a private flight more than a little bit. Okay, I'll be honest with you.
Mm.
I gotta go.
What?
You want to close this out, Chelsea?
You gonna go? Why?
Girl, I gotta work in the morning.
Oh yeah, shit, me too, huh? Okay. Well, y'all, it's been a great discussion. Is there anything at any point of this episode that we didn't discuss you want to talk about just really quickly in the next 3-4 minutes?
Y'all,
I don't like Wendy
blanket
Mama.
statement. Hold Monique accountable just as much as you hold Candace accountable.
I don't like
I'm
Wendy
with
Mama.
you. Okay, you don't like Wendy Mama. Hold on one second. I'm withholding her accountable. But what kind of accountable do you want? Because you saying they saying out of one month, oh, she don't need to go to jail. The other side of the mouth, like you ain't holding her accountable. So what the hell do you want?
I don't know.
Stop.
I'm not gonna say jail time or not jail time. Prosecute her to the fully extent of the law. I don't know what that is.
Okay, all right. Now, what do you think about Andrew saying he don't like Wendy Mama? I don't like Wendy Mama too. Not
I
too
can
tough.
see why Eddie people don't want to be around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I can see why
I
Eddie
went
people don't
to
want to be around.
Howard. I was always around individuals who were from. My jealousy is that in black culture or my family, the girls are ready to remove themselves. I don't want to be this. I'm not going to be this. I'm going to be my own person. And white people don't do that. Asian people don't do that. Black culture, we do that. And in African culture, we stem through our culture. And some parts of me make me feel jealous that I wish it was a rich culture like that where my mom is that girl and you're not gonna make me change, da da da. But because of all of the stuff that they did with African Americans, it's regular for a black person to feel like, girl, you're your own person, just do what you want to do. No, but you're not. Because you want to marry somebody, right? And you're gonna take that name. You're gonna take a name of a serial killer. No, you're gonna take a name of everything that person does or their family means something. But in this culture, we don't feel that way, and they remove our family and our pastimes or our background from us. I pray and wish I had a family culture where I would love to push my mother up and give her the props that she deserves. She broke her back for me and my siblings. She took sacrifices. She did whatever. But in America, yes, she did that. But now I'm my own person. So F her. So I want to be this, and I don't care if she did all this stuff and raised me or broke her back for me. That's me. I want to be this, and now I'm gonna be this. I'm not that person.
Well, Busy, I feel like it's more of like this woman has a standing in the community, and I think that she knew that the other people didn't, and that there is a responsibility to respecting people,
Mm-hmm.
asking for people to respect you, and the responsibility is to also learn that to engage with all kinds and to not make people not belittle people and stuff like that. And
I think that's how it is there.
I get that from Wendy's mom that there may be a little bit of that because they have people rated that boy about not wanting to learn how to speak Nigerian.
You're the lost.
That's what she said.
Yeah,
and I didn't
they are the lost. I don't think that their families have lost that culture. That's why his mom wasn't there. If we did not respect who we are as a people in our community, his mother would have been there. But because we know, girl, our family and what we do and how we are is the pillar in this community. It's not about just you as a single person. It's about us. In America, it's girl. I don't care. Your daughter can say, "F my mom. I'm gonna be this." And in America, it's okay. Yeah, you be your own person. Your mama don't dictate anything. And those other cultures, it's you're only as good as your child. You're only as good as the other child. And this mama got 2 doctors. Okay, I'm a high pillar, and the other one was like, I'm not a high pillar, and I want to wait until I get another high pillar, and I'm not going to be a part of your family until you do so. And I don't care about your. It's not about you, your and the children that you have. The family doesn't even know the grandchildren, or children, cousins, nothing. It's not. It's about how much we can do in this community, and because I'm looking at it like that, I stand Wendy
I
and
feel
the
like
way
Eddie.
she's able to pull.
Okay.
Because
No,
in
that's a
America, I don't like these girls.
different perspective. I like it.
As a gay man, the girl is like, girl, in America, write them off. Don't do it. That we don't care. And in other communities, they are like, whoever you are, just be the best in who you are.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's frustrating because I could see, not my mom, because my mom will be there standing. I could see my granddad saying, "I'm not going to be there for the my grandson his wedding. I know you love him, and this is going to be your life, and you're going to make millions or billions of dollars, but I don't care, and you're gay, and that's it." And then forcing other people to not be a part of my life because of that, and it's frustrating because I love someone. This is what you're doing, and but it's a cultural thing. I understand him, and I understand it, and I know it, and I don't want anyone to look at my granddad as a
Sideways.
villain.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like everybody's looking at her mom, her husband's mom as the villain,
No,
and
I'm looking at Wendy's mama as the villain.
her
Andrew,
mom
what you think
here.
about Andrew? What you think about Busy's opinion on this? About it shouldn't be about, oh, I'm intimidated or she's bigger than me. It should be
It's
about
not about being intimidation. It's about being welcoming, right?
Yeah, I don't like the
And
intimidation word that Wendy used. She
I
could,
can like it either.
Wendy, she need to be bop, rock a sock a bop. I hate that she says, "Oh, his mom was intimidated by my mom."
Yeah,
Girl, we
you
had
know,
conflict.
wait a minute.
Wendy's a nasty
Wait,
bitch.
yeah,
Wendy's. I'm
yeah.
sorry. Sorry for the
I'm seeing
cuss.
that's a child. It's okay, it's gone already. Go
She
ahead.
nasty. She nasty. I. You can tell she didn't really want Eddie parents to be there.
I think
Mm-hmm.
she did.
The way that she was acting, she didn't seem like it was like, oh, you really
No,
you
I
want
think
them?
she knew that they wouldn't come. I don't think she did not want them to be there.
She didn't want them there,
It
and if
touched
she
her.
really cared about his family being around, she could have talked to her mama like, "Mama, can you tone it down a little bit?"
Oh
You know what I'm saying?
no. I don't think that it was the family problem. I think there was another family problem. I don't think that there was anything Wendy or her family could have done. I think that the mother has an issue.
Eddie's mom has an issue.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, I just get a bad aura from Wendy's mama.
Yeah.
But I feel
Not
like
all the way bad, but just like overbearing.
I
Yeah,
feel like the other
overbearing.
woman is the same way. I don't want to say it's overbearing. So I went to Howard, and they are run by African families. The girls are it's Ibu Obo. These people are high priestess in their communities, and they come over here and they get their degrees and they go back, or they help their families elevate. I'm from America. I could get a doctorate and no one cares about what my mom is doing. Like it's just not the same. Um, and I there's pride in I'm a doctor, my sister a doctor, we got this. And if her mother comes up and say, "Yes, I'm able to, I got this and this is my," I can't shame her because I don't know what's going on in Nigeria. Because my mom would say, "Here he goes, he's coming here to talk about what he learned at school, Howard University, we get it." And now I'm ridiculed for being of a higher education. And I feel like they become accustomed. And his mother and the other girl's mother, we don't like each other. And if you marry her, I'm not gonna approve. And in that community, if I don't approve, the siblings don't approve, and now you've lost all of us. In America, you've done your own thing, you got it, but then you built your own family. I don't want to build my own family. I want my people to be proud of me. Unfortunately, His mother, he's on his third child, and his mama don't know nobody's name.
Right, but I don't think that it's solely the blame on his mom. I think that Wendy's mother and Wendy are not the most like welcoming. Like they saw they could build like this type of family, this type of reputation for her, and he was a piece to that. You know what I'm saying? And so come on, and if you notice how he is, he's kind of I ain't
He's
gonna say,
docile.
yeah, docile and stuff like that. He I think he didn't turn his back on his family too for that woman.
I don't know if he turned his back on her, but I know that he loves who he loves. There's a connection with those two that I appreciate and value. And I would feel bad if I felt like I would make them choose.
Wendy was already talking about how if his mama came around, how she'll be. You know what I'm saying?
Some people's parents are bitches.
Wendy was already talking about how if his family come around, she wouldn't be welcoming because she the one who wipe his tears at night and all of that.
Yeah.
So now you're ready to come by, but I've had to deal with. I don't think Wendy's wrong. You know when you know someone really well, and now the person who they act like they like them try to come around, but they befriend them.
If my mama coming around, I don't got time for you to be trying to push her back out with some bullshit about wiping tears.
That's a lot for me. Now my mom has always been around, but I've dated people who, oh, is this the route you're going? So I'm not going to be a part of your life. If you marry this person, I won't be a part of the ceremony. We're getting married, but you're mad because it's another man. Now my mom won't go anywhere, but now we 10 years down the line, and you want me to be okay with my partner saying, you know, my mom's finally coming back. So then what do we have? I've been here with you for 10 years and holding you down for 10 years. Now your mom is like, okay, I'm okay with it. And you want me to be okay with it? It's money. It's gray area. It's money. It's great.
Yeah, I would want you to be, because that's family too, and that's family before you.
It's gray. It's muddy. If it's family before me, then you would have been okay with it from. My mom wants me to be happy as long as I'm happy. Some people just, I want you to be happy under the guise of how I feel happy this should look.
That's the truth to that. That's true to that.
And my mom, are you happy? Then that's what you should do. And I've dated people who are, I see that you're happy, but I don't think this is what you should be doing. It's not about your happiness. It's about how I feel like your happiness should look like. And I feel like his mother and his family were under the guise of, yes, you may, because that man love her. Ain't no question. How he looks at her, how he talks about her, that man loves her. He's a fine man, girl. You better hold on to him, girl. He loves her.
In what world?
Oh, that man is very attractive, girl. I wish I could buy a drink. And hold on to him. But I feel like the family is more interested in, well, if am I going to get more of the prompts, or is she gonna? Because if not, then I'm not gonna be part of it. That's what I feel like the mom was. Oh, is she the high priestess or I'm a high priestess? If she's the high priestess,
I think it's more of why, get this bitch mouth. You know what I'm saying? Even when Wendy was introducing her to the women, she turned around and had something to say. You know what I'm saying?
Wendy did. The mom did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Her mama.
Yeah, but why can't, and I'm very defensive of black women, why can't a black woman just come up here and say, yes, I'm high priestess, I'm high in the stakes of, I feel like in America, as soon as a black woman says, yo, this is my stance, the girls are ready to fight her. All she did say, yes, I'm a pillar in the community, I'm I'm Ubuntu, this is what that means, and now the girls are ready to fight. This man's mom is absent, and hoes are capable for her. But if she says, yes, I'm a high priestess, I've been a pillar, oh, she's doing too much. Here she goes. Oh, I cannot. So they can cape for a mom that's not even there. This lady is a strong black woman, and I love a woman of color who in general who's here, and I do what you do, girl. And I don't think she did anything wrong. But we want to stand for the mom who you got a text message. We told you who I wanted. I told you who I love.
They might not even be that woman number no more.
Even if it's not, you weren't there.
True.
And but we're gonna criticize the mom who was there.
I just think that she has an overbearing aura.
Jollof rice wasn't as it was. Black women are such under such scrutiny.
Yeah, but that mama, that Wendy mama, she does have a little way about her.
She has
And let her have it. Let her have it. Because I want, when I bring my mom around, I want.
I'm not talking about just what her title and stuff is. I'm talking about even how she talked to that other woman's son like he wasn't nothing. Talking about you lost. How you gonna tell my son he lost? But he was not lost enough to get with your daughter.
And that's I want my grandchildren to understand Igbo. There's a lot of children like me who don't, and
but
they are the law.
You want to degrade him that he don't know how to do speak Igbo.
I don't think he does.
On your grandchildren, that's the focus. Don't try to come back and tell me that I'm lost because I don't speak it.
I feel like it was said in jest, but if it wasn't said in jest, I want them connected to girl. At this point, you better follow my lead because you don't have any other connection to the tribe. Yeah. They are the laws.
I can see that too.
They're children like me. There's tons of people like me. Yeah, but where your mama at, girl? Where's your brother at? It's been 8 years. Your son's in the bathtub asking you, is my beer going to be taken? You don't know because you're not talking to them. They're the lost. They're the lost. So you can be mad at me all you want to, but girl, I'm still giving my grandchildren bath, rubber ducky. I'm giving them baths. I'm giving them showers. I don't think the delivery is great, but also I've dated a lot of Africans, and deliveries are the best. I don't think that it was ill will. I also feel like I can still have pride in my child. My grandson is 13 years old, and I've been here through and through. And your mom, my grandson is 13 years old, and your mother hasn't been here once. His mom has not been anywhere. The family has not been any part of their life. I don't think we need to have any criticism of if the grandma thinks that he's lost or anybody else is lost because she's been here. You can critique what you can say. You know what? I did all I can, and I can't do anything more. She's been here for the beginning, even when she was here at the day. She's been here from the beginning.
Okay, well, we're gonna end it on that. I do understand a lot of what you're saying, and I do believe that there is something to say for those who.
You're a strong black woman, and you'll always be. And I wish your daughter, I'll pop her first.
Listen, thank y'all for coming on and talking Potomac. It is getting late, and I got to get up too. I appreciate it, and remember, that this is our after show. Our after show will go long sometimes, but that we also do a review where it's just my opinion. In the video right before this, so make sure you check out both videos. Comment as you may, and let's thank our co-host Busy Blue, Andrew Gabor, and Mimi. We thank you, and you're always welcome.
You are the star. You are the person who brings us together. I would not be here truly, even continuing this thing, because you inconsistent. But it made me feel like, you know what, I can just say when I feel something, and you brought me here.
Hold on, thank you. But hold on, I just read this.
Oh, and Busy will go missing for months, but I can.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And Busy will go missing for months, but I catch him a lot on other channels. You know what, Cicely? That I was just saying that to her. Mm-hmm. I feel comfortable being haphazard because how much I feel for Cemented. Mm-hmm. I said, you know what? She'll be here for a long time. The whole channel will go and she'll do something else. And I said, you know what? That's dedication. Mm-hmm. And I don't always feel strong or want to do. You made me feel like, you know what? Talk when you want to talk and don't talk when you don't want to talk. And that's why I'm here. So maybe I'll hide and seek. Maybe I'll see me, maybe I won't.
Okay.
But I appreciate you for having me.
Yes, thank you. And thank you too, Andrew, okay?
You're welcome. You know I
Yeah,
got
you can hold it down, Andrew. When they come against you, no weapon. Okay.
You know I'm.
Oh, so are y'all not watching any of the White Housewives because
I would never. I like black people on my screen. I don't do any of those white hoes. I know they try to get fancy on here. Jamie didn't even like her in the hotel. You think I'm gonna watch her in real life? No. Okay, I hope she's doing well over there. Fancy.
Are we gonna give Salt Lake City a try? Because you know
Who?
black girl? They got
they
black
got
girls.
some black girls on Salt Lake City.
Shit, the one who married her grandpa.
It had a baby by.
No, thank you very much. Girl, I could barely be gay, but I'm gonna let her wear it. No, I'm gonna just watch the two black franchises. I'm gonna deal with that. It's a no for me. Go ahead, Randy. Simon. I can't do it. Sorry.
Well, okay, so neither of y'all gonna watch the OC.
He may. Go ahead.
I'm too far behind on the OC.
They all new girls now.
I've never watched it before.
They
don't start.
almost all new. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like the old heads are gone. Real, all these.
Don't listen to Chelsea. Yo, you stick your gun. It's all black on our screens, and that's all it. And I don't even
Hey,
know.
Busy, are you gonna watch New York with Ebony Williams?
Will I watch what?
New York with Ebony K. Williams. New York, Real Housewives of New York.
You talk about Love and Hip Hop. I'm not watching anything New York unless it's all black on my screen. All black. That's how I feel.
Well, you watching Big Brother and they ain't no all black at all.
Yeah, but none of these people rich.
Don't be fake woke now, Busy.
Oh no, let's be clear. I'm in a somnia that's higher than the God. Okay, I know what I'm watching. I cannot do. I watch these Real Housewives franchises for the aesthetic that I could aspire to, but I also need to be given reality. In these white places, I feel like black people are tokenized. Oh yes, her, him. I don't see enough of me on the screen where I feel connected to it. That's why I feel like as much as Robin is boring, girl, I could put some hands together too. And now I feel like I'm connected to her. I feel like she should stay. Garcelle on whatever channel she's on, and those white people.
She was weak sauce.
Girl, and they would have made me weak sauce too. I don't have the money, the range, the power.
Did you even watch that, Andrew?
I watched every episode.
Oh, okay.
See,
you know, we talked about
it's still the same.
You know, me and you talked about the chocolate Michael and white Michael.
Yeah.
We can't compete.
But I think she's gonna give them some gusto next season.
Oh, please! It should be the angry black female. Garcelle, tread lightly, girl. This is not.
She ain't got it in her.
And this is not that hotel, girl. You're gonna have to tiptoe through.
She had them bitches scared to be themselves. It was a trip. That's why they could only focus on one person. They couldn't show their own ass this season.
And I want black people to live in a realm where you can authentically just be. I don't want to just be you, because I am not like other black people. And I hate to say it like that, but if you look at mass media, Busy Blue is not like other black people. But I want to just be able to just be authentically me. Garcelle couldn't do that over there. I was waiting for her to roll her neck and do whatever she needed to do. But
she did a lot of black stuff to me.
Somewhat. But sometimes I was looking at her, she was like, oh, can we please not do that? Oh, our production. And I was like, bitch, no. Girl, read her. What are you doing? Oh, my son. And it's like, oh, my mouth. No, you need to say, don't you ever talk about my. But you can't be you, because you're going to be just be authentically you, because you can have white people say, oh, I'm not gonna, and you can have white people say, oh, are you serious? White people can be every spectrum. Garcelle flip that table, slap that bitch, and then also go to sleep, because you can be every spectrum. And until then, I'm gonna watch Potomac, and I'm gonna watch Atlanta and Salt Lake City. I'll give them a spin, but I don't like how that lady was sleeping with her granddaddy.
All right,
I love you guys.
All right, take care, everybody.
All right, y'all. Good night.
Good night.